Welcome, everybody, to the Hair of the Dogcast podcast. We're, what is it, part of the Hair of the Dogcast network?
The Hair of the Dogcast?
Hair of the Dogcast?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
It's very undefined right now.
Well,
just support us. Please.
Yeah. Please listen to all the wonderful podcasts that a lot of us are on.
The only things that we really say for the Dogcast is video games and beer and video games. Because
Video
that's
games
what
and
the,
beer.
The elders did.
Coffee, actually.
The elders of the
So,
time.
Yeah.
I don't know
have
what
yourself a meowy little Christmas
Yeah,
mug.
my nieces got that for me, and I do love it.
I like it, too. It's cute.
Yeah, it's very cute.
I'm glad you gave me this one. You didn't give me a stupid map one that Dylan has.
That's from Hawaii. I bought that.
Stop.
I bought that in Hawaii.
It's a wonderful mug, Dylan.
I love coffee mugs. Coffee mugs are one of the things I collect.
Oh yeah. I have a lot.
You're quirky.
That and regrets.
Yeah. I always forget what other stuff in the intro is in. But,
Well, we introduce ourselves.
Yeah. So my name is Stoy, and I'm drinking coffee and water because Brad, you and I found out that we were at the same concert last night.
Yes, I'm Brad, and we both went to Baby Metal last night.
Yes, we did.
And Tyler was there as well.
Tyler was there. Yeah.
But Tyler left early to go watch some fucking like 90s sublime reggae ska white dude band.
Yeah, that makes
Third Eye
total
Blind
sense.
was there last night.
A semi-charmed kind of life.
Baby, sometimes you want something else.
All right. I'm going to try something out.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Dylan's
So
trying
here's my
something.
introduction.
Okay.
Israel, Palestine. I'd rather have wine. My name's Dylan.
And today's his last day on the podcast.
We're going to put that in the incubator and just let it cook for a little bit. I mean, I think that joke was underdone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I came to me
And then
this
you
morning.
ran and then afterwards I ran so far away. So that was my attempt at following up with that joke.
Oh, it's all good.
But yeah.
Baby
so-
Metal was interesting.
Yes, it was
It's a shame when you go to Summerfest. For those that don't know, we live in Milwaukee, and Summerfest is like they call it the largest music festival in the world. Maybe it was back in the day. Now it's like 9 days of music, 3 weekends in a row. And it's always like, oh, we got this. We have a Sasquatch that plays saxophone. We got Third Eye Blind, and we got Jody Messina and Baby Metal. And it's like,
yeah.
I've seen Shaquille O'Neal DJ there. I've seen
Wow.
Wang Chung, Flock of Seagulls.
I saw Eric Clapton.
Okay.
Wow, that was
that must have been a paid stage.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Roger Daltrey opened for him. Which, it's just racist and pedophiles on stage. On parade. Whee!
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it brings a lot of big names and big artists, and there's always an eclectic group of different kinds of artists. And I know lately over the last few years they've been trying to appeal to the kind of like high schoolish crowd, which I don't know if that's a sign of me getting old, because I remember obviously my high school and early college days going there and just like, yeah, this music's lit, like let's get turned and whatever cool things we were saying back then. And then now I'm walking around and I'm like, I don't understand this music. What are all these kids dressing up like they're a bunch of, the boys are dressing up in tight t-shirts and the girls are like, what is happening here in this country? And I'm like,
Stoy, you're old.
yeah,
You're
I'm
just
old.
now.
I'm officially old.
Yeah, I've noticed myself getting to the stage where it's like, that's not for me and I can't deal with it.
Like the rap music too, especially. I'm just like, rap ain't like,
Yeah, you
this
sound
wasn't
very
like
old
this
right
one.
now.
Yeah.
The rap music.
The rap music was
Not
better
ju-
in my day.
Not just a rap song. You're like the rap music.
Yeah.
The rap.
No, I know. That's literally how I said it. I was walking through with my friend Dan, and I was like, I just don't understand this rap music anymore.
But video games?
But video games.
Yeah.
We're not here to talk about music. Although Baby Metal was a good show. I was more a fan for Bloodywood, Indian folk metal band. So
Both fun.
PlayStation, Spartacus Plus Premium Edition.
Because we're going to
2000
avoid talking about Xbox as long as possible.
Yes,
we're gonna have
yes.
to.
I am.
Put the knife
so-
down. Put the knife down, Stoy. Okay.
Death Stranding 2, guys. Little known game that just came out recently. That
I've never heard of it. Can you tell me more?
beautiful women that are going to an island and playing beach volleyball.
I think
I like
it's
that
Dead
one.
Or is that Dead or Alive beach volleyball? Oh,
I would play Death Stranding beach volleyball.
Honestly, yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Death Stranding cart.
yeah. Kojima, make it happen.
I
Come
would
on.
play as Lou. Lou would be my main.
Yeah.
And the little dumpy truck.
Little dumpy truck.
Little dumpy. How long is it going to take for me to mention Daisy on this episode.
Well, you
You just did. It's
okay,
over.
Right. All right, 5
This
minutes
is
in.
kidding. This is problematic, and I love it.
Yeah. Okay, so Death Stranding 2 on the Beach was released on June 26, 2025, to a largely positive reception, earning universal acclaim, according to Metacritic, and a 96% critic recommendation rate on OpenCritic. Now, I imagine this is now eclipsed Clear Obscure in positive ratings, which, I mean, I think a lot of us expected that to happen.
Well,
Somehow Clair Obscure seems more niche than Death Stranding 2 does.
more people actually reviewed Death Stranding than they probably reviewed Clear Obscure.
That makes sense.
I had a thought this morning playing Death Stranding 2 where the Game of the Year category just got interesting for me.
Yeah,
Yes,
no.
it did.
Finally.
Yes,
Yes, it did. So
it's a real battle.
Yes, we can talk more about Death Stranding 2 when we get to what we've been playing, but I think Kojima's knocked it out of the park again.
Yeah, it's a bona fide hit.
Yep.
It's being praised for its length and size, and also for its improved.
Not the first time that's happened for me.
Heyo.
It's being praised for its improved visuals, expanded gameplay, and engaging narrative, with many considering it a refinement and an evolution of the first game, which is giving me hope because I'm still playing the first one. I restarted it a couple weeks ago, just jumped back onto it a few days ago, and I was telling Brad before recording that it's like I feel bad because I feel like I'm speed running it, but I feel like I'm still enjoying myself.
So getting
Just
like,
doing the main quests.
if you're getting like 5 stars at every location, there are opportunities to get like better weapons with like better like functionality.
Are you talking
Yeah.
about the first game or the second game?
First.
Okay.
Okay.
It applies to the second one as well, but you can get through the game on normal with just the standard stuff you get throughout the story. It doesn't really
Yeah.
it doesn't affect too much unless you're like the world's worst third person shooter.
Yeah.
You're gonna be fine.
I don't know. I love that bullet gun.
That bullet gun.
Yeah, love it. So, but yeah, so if you're playing this game, definitely let us know in the Discord if you're a Discord member how you're liking it. I think
That's a very
we have our own room.
Yeah, there's a lot of people playing this right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I will catch up to you guys eventually. So
Everyone's got beach fever.
yes,
Yeah. On the beach
right.
volleyball.
beach.
Oh,
splash.
that's perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just the back, like, and this one is the background scene is just all of the fucking the BTs, just giant BTs in the background, and then it's Norman Reedus in swim trunks.
The 5 elder BTs.
You know, they actually have a good cast. I would actually main as Del Toro.
I'd probably
The
main.
physics, could you imagine?
I mean, Fragile's my girl, so I'd probably go with her.
They don't make
Rainy, she's pregnant, so like that'd be funny.
Is that a spoiler?
Not really.
I mean, a character name means nothing to me. So
That doesn't really apply, really.
yeah.
Okay.
So no big deal. So Neil Druckmann, everybody. I mean, he
Tyler
is-
just woke up somewhere in a cold sweat.
Tyler, this one's for you. Neil Druckmann, who was originally the creative director at Naughty Dog, and he was the creative director for The Last of Us 1 and 2 game, and then stepped on to be what was his role? Was he creative director there?
I don't know.
Creative
Whatever.
consultant, creative director.
Consultant, yeah. One of the lead writers or something like that of the Last of Us HBO series.
I'm going to be a
and
Brad.
He's stepping away from his role on the series to focus on Naughty Dog's upcoming game projects. So.
Which means Last of Us Season 2 did not do well, and he needs to get back to gaming.
So that's where it's like, is it really because he's like, I'm stepping away to, focus on, my actual job, or is it because of that?
I have a
It's
feeling
hard to-
I have a feeling they reined him in because when you think about what's it called, intergalactic, like the heretic
Heretic,
prophet.
Heretic Prophet,
it might be there at the end.
Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, which
And that game looks fun. From the trailer, I didn't see any gameplay, but if it's kind of like The Last of Us, but like in outer space, I'm kind of down to clown. I don't know.
I hope it has more gameplay.
I would like it to
I'd
be
like to
more
see
like
gameplay.
Yeah, I would like it to be more like a kind of like a
Maybe like a-
Uncharted-ish
Maybe like
adventure.
a new game?
Yeah.
I
Or
don't
maybe
like
do something
most-
different. Like
I don't know, man. They have their like very like cinematic thing they're going for, but when you slather that onto like a video game format, like even in The Last of Us Part 2, where you have that open section in Seattle,
Oh, yeah.
pseudo open world, I'm like, this is actually interesting. I'm actually really enjoying what this is. But when you've got me on rails and it's just a third person shooter, just get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry, Nathan Drake, you are not carrying this enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
not
I
that
mean, in
entertaining.
Uncharted 4, it was really good. The open world area that
Madagascar?
Yeah, Madagascar. That was kind of cool.
That was cool.
Yeah. So while he will remain as an executive producer, Craig Mazin will be the sole showrunner for the future seasons, including the third, which will likely continue to adapt Part 2's story. So,
Jesus, why does it need to be so many seasons long?
Well,
aren't they going to focus on Abby's story?
I didn't watch the rest of season 2 as soon as
Okay.
a certain major event happened at I think the end of episode 2, and then I heard people were upset and didn't like it. I'm like, I don't really care then.
They had to have known.
Well,
Like the writers
a lot
had
of
to have
people-
known that's what would have happened.
no, and it's not even that the event happened, but I hear it's just the quality of the
quality
writing.
dipped. Oh, okay.
And to me, I'm like, well, I was really invested into that thing, and then now that they're saying that's gone and the quality's gone, I'm like, I don't care. And
That first season was just so good.
yep.
That first season is kind of like a miracle. And I watched some of season 2 and I was just like, something feels off here. And they're not really nailing the tone of the game. Like the first one pretty much did give you the right idea.
Yep.
And the second season, I was kind of like, I don't think the characters are acting like the characters I met in season 1. And it's not because time has passed. I think it's just not good.
We will forever have the Nick Offerman episode, and that will be a fucking testament to great storytelling forever.
Yes.
That single episode
character
is one of
storytelling,
the
yeah.
best episodes of a show ever.
Oh, I sobbed like a baby.
I want to watch it right now just thinking about it,
Honestly.
Yep.
The shift, like I said, allows Druckmann to dedicate his attention to Naughty Dog's games, such as writing and directing Intergalactic, The Heretic Prophets.
I'm happy to announce that I'm leaving after I fucked up the TV show, and
And I'm going to go fuck up a game.
it's a good decision that we all agree on.
We just got to milk this more, guys. That's what he was
Come
saying.
on, you like Last of Us. Wait.
Yeah.
Alien Abby. God of War Metroidvania. What do you guys think of this?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Yeah.
appeal.
It's like Doritos flavored Funyuns or something. I'm like,
Honestly, that sounds really delicious, but
You would find that delicious, actually.
well, Funyuns are the
soon there's
You're
gonna
a
be
chip connoisseur.
Soon there'll be Funyun flavored Reese's Pieces or Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups flavored Funyuns, and that's when they've gone too far
I think that once we
because everything is becoming Reese's or Funyuns at this point.
in reality we're getting closer to the singularity, and I do believe chip flavors are the herald of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you guys want to go for a beer and a hot dog? No, I bought a bag of chips that'll cover all of that.
Yep. Covers
And
everything.
I get it all in a pill, and it expands in my belly.
No.
Back to the Future 2. I'm still waiting for the days where you can like take a small pizza, microwave it for a minute, and it comes out to a full piece of pizza.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for that
Well,
revolution to happen.
I
Anyway,
believe that exists. It's just like dehydration.
It's like a shrinky dink,
yeah, but like
except you eat
You
it.
can like, I mean, that's what a lot of those MREs, like those.
Yep.
Is that what they're called?
well, yeah, I mean like freeze dried meals.
Yeah. That is,
Yeah.
I
So-
love, going camping.
Dude, that's my favorite
I'm
part.
always a freeze dried meal
Yeah.
person.
There's some really good pastas they have that you can do.
Dude, the
Yeah.
chicken pesto pasta.
Yes, that one.
Beef carcass.
Yep,
That's
that's good.
that's like eating Olive Garden on a campsite.
I'd eat that at home.
The breakfast scramble.
Yes.
Oh,
that's
that makes me,
another good
that
Yeah.
one makes me sick.
I'll do it.
I know you will.
God of War Metroidvania. Reports circulating online suggesting a rumored God of War spin-off game, which that was the rumor after Ragnarok happened, is that there were supposed to be two branching path games that were supposed to happen. And I guess this is rumored to be one of them, I guess.
Why,
Believed to
though?
be a 2.5D Metroidvania experience set in ancient Greece, the younger Kratos.
I want it to be Kratos during puberty.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
They already did Ascension,
The
which
awkward,
was a prequel.
The awkward teenage years of Kratos.
God,
Why won't she date me?
is it going to try to like retcon this story?
Well, it's at least been delayed. It might be
Yeah,
canceled,
to
so.
internally delayed to 2026. However, I would not be surprised if this just ended up getting canceled anyway. Possible reasons for the postponement, including an increased scope for the title, potentially involving the addition of full voice acting, which, I mean, you don't need that. you don't need full voice acting, but I guess,
Well, it adds a lot to the game,
yeah, for sure.
especially if you have all of the actors actually there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Honestly, I keep everything popping into my head is Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, And while I really enjoyed that game did not hit the way it should have. And now they don't have jobs anymore.
I was exhausted of that game after playing for like 3 hours. I'm like, I don't even care.
Yeah, I was.
And I liked it, but I'm like, I don't care. I'm tired of Metroidvanias.
Yeah. They've got to be stellar.
They really do.
Silk Song.
They really do.
I don't even think that fucking exists.
We can talk about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so I know Metroidvanias can be kind of like hit or miss, and I think, most of them, every time you play a Metroidvania game, they're pretty much all the same. Obviously, big, wide open, expansive map, areas that are locked until you get certain abilities or certain keys or whatever like that. But so not a lot of games have tried to change the formula yet. I think while Celeste wasn't necessarily a Metroidvania game traditionally,
not at all, not even close to a Metroidvania.
I think at the very least it revolutionized the genre because it allowed for like kind of really clever traps, which I think Lost Crown tried to do very well with the whole time slowing and the dashing in midair and stuff like that. Like that brought a little bit of different gameplay elements to Metroidvanias. But
so you're saying more like platforming and focus, which honestly does make it like it can really boost a Metroidvania, because if it's just running through hallways and killing the same things, that's not fun.
Which that's pretty much 90% of the Metroidvanias right now. Like I'll pick it up, it's like Metroidvania. This sounds interesting. Oh, it's the same. Anyway, so
I'm exhausted.
I don't know if I'm interested in this.
I'm not.
No.
Yeah. So
if it turns out to be good, I will play it. I believe that's like just our new motto. If we hear good things about it, eventually it'll get into our hands.
I want an Atreus game. I want Loki. And I want them to have the balls to not bring Kratos to the next one, at least for a while. Just let Atreus have a story.
Yeah.
But they don't trust that. It's going to be Kratos, the king, starring, and then Atreus will be a supporting character because they're not brave enough to fucking let Kratos disappear for a second.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if they just made the dopest Loki game ever?
Yeah, they'd have to
instead
age
of God
him
of
up quite
War,
a bit.
God of Mischief.
Brother.
That's a fucking baller title.
That is a good name.
That's a baller title.
What about God of Illusion?
Not as good.
I don't know. I like
Illusion.
I like Illusion.
Illusion magic is the stupidest magic in Skyrim. Everyone knows that.
I did pretty well.
Actually, I don't know if that's true. I never touched it.
I was going to say I never did any of that either.
I liked it. You could camouflage.
No, God of Mischief is just, that's a fun title.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what they would fucking do.
Remember, we wrote this. He goes to Boston and fights Ben Affleck.
Oh, I thought you said he would. Then he moves in with Frasier.
Too. Yeah,
and he's part of the reboot of Frasier now.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Atreus walks in. He's like, "We got to go hurt some people, and I can't tell you who or why. Whose car we're taking."
If I've ever seen Frasier, I'd make a reference.
Yeah.
Niles.
Baby, I hear the blues calling. Toss salad and scrambled eggs.
I hear the gods are calling.
PlayStation Plus games. We got a good hefty list of games here. If you're a PlayStation Plus premium member, whatever else, because there's classics in here. Then there's like the monthly games, and then also more monthly games. So, PlayStation Plus, you got Skull and Bones.
Added last month. Added in June.
Oh,
so
boy.
that's a game that came out.
Certainly did.
One of the world's first quadruple A games, gentlemen.
Wow, they did such a good job.
They did such a great job. Yeah,
It's like when you give yourself 5 stars. It's like, if you give it to yourself, it doesn't mean anything.
Listen, what we make is so great. Like
I think that I did an A+ work on this one, guys.
Yes.
Triple A. We're gonna go triple A+, actually.
I look in the mirror every morning and I say 5 stars, Dylan.
5 stars.
I do 6. I just added a star because I can.
Okay,
yeah,
right.
wow.
Yeah.
I never thought to do that. That's genius.
You
This
can't
goes
be
to
contained
11.
in your own 5-star world.
Shit.
I know this is AAA games, but this one goes to 4.
Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, 2 stars.
Yeah.
It's going to bring my average down, but
At least you're honest.
That's when you just got to turn it to 11.
oh, you're not doing great today, buddy.
I'm gonna have to review myself at 1 star today. You're a piece of shit, Brad.
Oh, you guys are great. Grand Theft Auto 3, the definitive edition, which I heard as of last year, it is now fixed because it came in such a broken state that Rockstar had to come in and be like, all right, let's fix this. When you're doing a console port of a mobile game, because I think they used the mobile games
Yeah.
for the port. That was, I don't know, not a good idea, probably. FBC Firebreak. This is the kind of it's not a looter shooter. It's a, what do they call that? Extraction shooter set in the Control universe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Control Alan Wake universe.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that.
Federal
Yeah.
Bureau of Control.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's literally you're in the Federal Bureau of Control and you're fighting these like
I remember
those
seeing
like
the
kind of like
trailer for that. I love Control.
yeah, I did too. I love this. However, this is getting dragged through the mud a little bit. It didn't come out in a good state.
When does it?
I know.
When do these live service fucking dipshits? When are they going to learn?
Yeah.
We're just going to do another few mobile games and another few always online games. We'll see if it sticks.
They
Cooper
really
costs a
think
little-
they really think they're going to fucking beat Fortnite? Do they really think they're going to fucking? Why even compete?
Well, if they can just get the kids to start buying stuff, they're fine.
Yeah.
In the Control universe, that's an audience that likes single player games.
Yeah, for sure. It's Alan. I mean, all those games: Alan Wake, Control.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was yeah?
That's the Alan Wake and Control, and I believe there's another game in the.
That's what I'm trying to think. Like, I thought there was another one in the universe.
Ryan, I know you're listening. Post it in the Discord.
Yes, please. God, why is it on the tip of my tongue? Anyway, you got Battlefield 2042. This is a thing that EA still wants you to know exists.
Please play it.
Please play it. Because Battlefield 6 is coming out soon, and they really want you to play it.
Battlefield 1 Series X.
Yes. Which I think on the Steam summer sale, Battlefield 1 is like $2.
Eventually, the
Buy
series starts eating itself, and that's to do Mortal Kombat 1. When you start doing the 1 again, but you put it on the title, that's when you've gone too far.
I did see Steam numbers of that, speaking of which, like Mortal Kombat 1 came out as such a dud that there's actually more concurrent players for Mortal Kombat 11 on Steam than there is for 1.
Oh, that's brutal.
That's pretty brutal. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2.
Finally.
Whoa.
Have you guys ever played a Five Nights at Freddy's game?
You're going to get some help.
I have played a Five Nights at Freddy's, though I cannot tell you which one because I don't fucking remember, and it's a bad video game.
I watched the movie.
Oh,
The movie was fine.
Okay.
yeah, I hear it was okay.
It's the unique genre of like young teenage horror, which I think there needs to be more of because it's like a gateway horror film.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like a PG-13. I think it was PG-13. Like a PG-13 horror is something that
It's for the kiddos,
It has
yeah.
an important role in horror, I believe.
Like a Fear Street type thing.
Yeah. R.L. Steinish.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's literally you control switching between cameras so you don't get caught by the moving
Animatronic
things, and then they get closer and closer to you, and you have to like set up traps, and it becomes hectic. It's so rudimentary.
It's kind of Night Trap.
It's essentially Night Trap.
It's
yeah.
essentially Night Trap plus
It is.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, and
I
then
never thought of that.
And then they add a bunch of animatronics that get so much Rule 34. Have you ever looked at that Rule 34?
I only do
insane.
Daisy Rule 34.
Same.
Peach for me. But
And for me, it's Rule 69.
Yeah, brother. The Hunter Call of the Wild.
I mean, I'm calling the police.
The quickest way to get Stoy to move to the next game is to start writing up
I was going to say,
creamy
the Hunter Call of the Wild, the less creamy thighs edition. Sorry. If this episode abruptly ends, the police have showed up. The Hunter Call of the Wild, I assume this is some sort of hunting game.
Yeah, it's a hunting simulator. I have played one of these.
Okay.
play Big Buck.
I've played the Cabela's games, I think, once or twice.
It's
on the
much like
360.
that.
Okay, all right.
This is like first person, and you got to set up bait, and you gotta actually wait and hide. And
Do you know if you put a picture of Daisy outside, Stoy will just show up? That's the only kind of bait that I
Life,
I'm hunting
life hack for
stories.
anybody life hack for anybody listening.
Wascally Stoys.
We love Katamari Reroll plus Royal Reverie.
Fuck yeah. Everyone play Katamari if you haven't.
Please play Katamari. You're not going to understand it, but you will still love it nonetheless.
That
just a good
soundtrack,
video
I
game.
listen to it at least once a month.
Nice.
Yep.
Lonely Rolling Star used to be my
Yeah.
ringtone.
Katamari on the Swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that one.
Ayuden Chronicle 100 Heroes.
Skip it.
Skip it. So, Train Sim World 5.
Tyler woke up again.
Yeah. This is how
I would love to do more menial tasks.
I don't work enough.
I need more Forklift Simulator.
As we go back to Death Stranding to deliver packages.
Yeah, that was weird.
Endless Dungeon.
It sounds endless.
Yeah, sounds like a
roguelike.
Sounds like a roguelite, yeah. Okay. In the classics category, we got Deus Ex: The Conspiracy, which I think it's not the first one; it's the sequel
Yeah.
to the first Deus Ex. Then we got Myst and Ribbon.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I can finally figure out what the fuck is going on in those games.
Because
I'll watch
we all
it.
have the internet now. We can
I'll
all
watch a
look through
YouTube-
walkthroughs.
I'll just watch a YouTube video.
Yeah, exactly. Man,
all
back
point
then,
click.
Explain it
you
in
were just
5
clicking
minutes. I
everything.
got no time for that.
So, your monthly games for July as well would be NBA 2K5. So, Alone in the Dark, which is the new Alone in the Dark. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. I love this game. If you're a
I
fan
don't
of
even
Jet
know
Set,
what the
if you're a fan of Jet Set Radio in the Xbox Dreamcast days,
You know, I think
this game is a whole vibe.
Jet Set Radio Future, in my mind, I mean, I loved it back in the day. If I
Yeah.
played it now, I think I'd hate it.
Oh, okay.
I love the soundtrack,
Yep.
and to me, if like it's one of those games I don't want to touch because I know I won't like it anymore if I play it again.
Okay. It's funny that you mentioned that because I did fire it up recently on my original Xbox last year last year. I am surprised actually how well it kind of holds up, I guess, gameplay wise.
Really?
The story is definitely corny and cheesy, by today's standards, but I think the gameplay can kind of help outshine that a little bit. And Bomb Rush Cyberpunk is kind of, I would say not a 1-for-1 copy, but pretty close. So
Really?
if you're a fan of the original game, I think you're definitely gonna love this one.
I've never even heard of this.
Okay, all right. So
That sounds interesting, though.
yeah, it's kind of it's like little techno jazz funk.
Oh, that's
kind
cool.
of idea. Like I said, the game's a whole vibe.
Sure.
It's just like you riding around on rollerblades, grinding on rails, collecting things, and pissing off the establishment.
I like that.
So
Yeah.
So Destiny 2, The Final Shape.
Ugh. Is it
The final shape is a pile of poopy.
Yeah. At some point, this game will end.
poop emoji?
It's a little poop emoji. That's the
Yeah.
shape that they've been going for.
Yeah. So at some point, this game will end. Once we get to
Dude, that's the most hopeful thing you've ever said.
Yeah,
At some point, this will end.
which this is foreshadowing for the news section because Bungie's new thing is Marathon, and they're not having a good time with that game right now.
They didn't stretch before they started. I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. They didn't stretch those creamy hamstrings yet.
Ooh, a live shooter, a live service shooter.
Yeah.
Ooh, daring.
Extraction shooter.
Oh,
Extraction
daring.
shooter. That's the new thing kids love these days.
Oh,
Ooh,
they
let's-
love it.
Microtransactions. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't extract well enough, Billy.
We got the Beavis and Butthead skins for this week only.
Guys, I've actually got shit to talk about today.
Yeah?
Because it's Ninfrendo.
Friendo.
I actually have things to say, and this has become a bit of a weird time because for about 2 years,
For about 6 years.
I had nothing to fucking say. I had nothing to do, nothing to say.
Once a year, you'd talk about Zelda for an hour.
Yes, it's true. And I'd be like, Breath of the Wild isn't really a Zelda game,
Oh, no.
We've got new games this month, including Super Mario Strikers for the GameCube app.
Featuring
I played
Daisy.
Featuring Daisy.
Yep.
In short
true.
shorts.
It's
Yep.
true.
Yes.
Honestly, I played a little bit of this, and I remember why I rented it like 4 times from my local Family Video.
Yeah. Bring back sports party games.
Yeah, really.
Truly, this is a good soccer game. I was having a good time. I do think that kind of the up-resing kind of works, like the natural emulating up-resing. I thought it looked fine. Everyone does kind of have like proto 3D looks to them, but this was also made by like a side publisher, so I don't know.
I do like that Waluigi. His first appearance was a tennis game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Waluigi tennis, yeah.
I'm here to play
Yeah.
From the 64. Yeah.
Check out my hipster vintage store.
Was that made by Camelot, the people who did Mario Party?
Tennis game?
The tennis one for the 64.
Beats me, kid.
That's okay.
I don't know, but when Stoy plays anything with Daisy, it's more like Camelot.
Dude, yeah, that's good.
Just don't put her in shorts in any game, okay, Nintendo, please.
She's in
Please.
shorts in this.
Please stop.
I sent
that's why
you
I
a-
have. That's why I'm like I haven't.
I
played
sent
this.
you a pic.
I saw that.
I want to apologize. I didn't really reach for that joke, but I had
No, I like it. No,
No,
that's good.
totally fine.
Don't make apologies.
But when they announced Super Mario Strikers, I was waiting in the Discord. I was like, okay, who's going to send me a picture of Daisy?
That's. I mean, it was always going to be
Yes,
me.
yeah, it was. I come
Check
to
out the
expect-
Mario Kart World episode if you haven't of Raw Dogs to hear Stoy talk about creamy thighs.
It was about, I would say, a little over halfway through.
Yeah, it really just became about that at a certain point.
Yeah, it really
which I
did.
appreciate, but you know,
Listen, Daisy's a strong, powerful female character in the Mario universe.
you just
That just happens to be extremely toned.
Stoisy.
in the lower extremities.
I'm gonna.
Other news, please.
Sure, I'll try. Okay. if you let me talk.
Sorry. It's Brad's fault. He started talking about Daisy, and of course, he got me all distracted.
Did you guys know the Nintendo Switch is selling Cuckoo Banana Gangbusters? Ooh. The Nintendo Switch 2. It's officially the fastest selling Nintendo hardware ever in the United States, which is kind of impressive considering the Wii and how ubiquitous the Wii was.
The Wii had a long burn, though. I think when it first came out, I don't think there was a lot of hype for it, but like once people got their hands on it.
I saw a thing on Reddit where it was SK talking about what should have happened after the Wii. Should have been the Nintendo Woo.
Oh God, that would have been so perfect. Sometimes your Nintendo is Wii.
Sometimes it's Wii too.
Switch 2 sales in all regions were about double those of the original Switch in their first 4 days on the market. That's because they made more of them this time.
Yep.
I don't think that's a coincidence. I think that they knew that because you can go into some stores and you can get a Switch 2. Mm-hmm. They're out there.
It seemed like almost artificial demand they created. Because as soon as that first week was done, people have been able to find the Switch 2s online and in store. So I don't know if it was like, oh, we found another shipment. Oops, we found another shipment.
I think they made probably quadruple the amount that they made for the Switch 1.
Yeah.
But they were talking about that in anticipation because they're like, we want to fuck the scalpers hard. Because they're going to buy our systems, but everyone else is going to be able to play them too.
Stoy wants to fuck Daisy hard.
It's true.
I'm just saying why they didn't call it. If they give me a Nintendo Switch 2, if they give me a Nintendo Switch 2 Daisy Edition, I mean you're not going to see me for like a couple weeks.
Just what? I mean, what? Just like pictures of Daisy on it,
or
like
just
flower
like
crown?
well, you know, there's like the Mario edition.
Daisy from the waist down edition.
Just the legs. That's it.
Well, I mean, you know, Stoy, we can get a decal made for you.
Let's put it on his motorcycle.
If anybody out there in Discord land has a sticker maker,
if you want to commission me for some Daisy porn, I'll draw it for you.
No, we're okay.
Okay, well,
yep, Stoisy.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Stoisy.
Oh, that picture that you drew in the Discord was definitely enough.
We can get that into a sticker.
Well, yeah, what would Stoy and Daisy's kid look like? Hit us up on the Discord.
Yeah, don't use AI, please.
Write a slash fic. It's great.
Okay.
While Nintendo did not provide specific U.S. sales figures in this update, they had previously announced that the console had sold over 3.5 million units globally in the first 4 days. Big. That's pretty big.
Yep.
This makes the Switch 2 not only Nintendo's fastest-selling console, but possibly the fastest-selling game console of all time globally. I think there's a lot of cachet. I think that a lot of people looked at the market, especially during the pandemic, and they said, Nintendo Switch. Let's just get one of these. I hear that little Animal Crossing game. I hear it's pretty good. Let's get that.
Also, it's going to be tough to get. We should get it right. If we can, we got to get it now.
Anything to keep the gun out of my mouth. Yep. For a lot of people, I imagine that was the case.
I imagine that was it. Animal Crossing probably saved a lot of lives when you think about it.
Oh, yeah.
I thrived during COVID. I had so much fun being at home.
Yeah.
I did too. Except when it did drive me nuts because I didn't have a thing to do. Yeah. So I just got high all day and, you know,
that could be fun. I was going to say that could be fun for some people, I guess.
Well, you do it for 6 months straight, and you start to realize, like, oh, if I was paid to do nothing and sit around, I'm the worst human being imaginable. Mm-hmm. You can gain 40 pounds just sitting around. I don't know if you know that.
I did not.
I'm aware.
I did not.
Yeah, you can just do it. I would say that the Switch is just. It's got to be what Nintendo does going forward. I don't think there's a way out of this.
And that's fine.
That's fine.
You think the handheld market has finally found its resurgence and now everyone's going to do it?
Everyone likes handheld.
That is clearly the path, I think, going forward because Xbox has announced their little thing and the PlayStation Portal feels like a proto idea for them.
It's true. And rumor is that they're actually making a handheld.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I
would think they'd have to at this point, like just to...
Everyone wants to compete.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yep. I would love a PlayStation Vita too.
Oh man, that rule.
They could, if they call it that, they'd be shooting themselves in the head.
They would be,
that was an awful name to begin with.
It really was.
The Vita.
Vita Life.
It just means life.
It means life, yeah.
Vitality.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Latin, good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice for Americans. Very good.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
We don't even speak English here.
There's some trouble with Amazon.
Oh, no.
Nintendo reportedly pulled its products, including the Switch 2 console, from Amazon US due to dispute over unauthorized sellers. It's been making it very hard for me to find an express SD card to put in this fucking system because my old SD card doesn't work on there anymore.
Yep.
Yeah. You got to
So
buy
I can't find
the new
a-
expensive ones.
It makes sense. I mean, they need to have a faster memory. I get that.
Yeah.
When it's plugged in the system, it can access it.
I got
pretty
mine
fucking
through
quick.
GameStop.
How big a one did you get?
Not the biggest. I think at like the second biggest.
500 something.
I don't know.
I'm aiming
And
for
that was probably like $100, isn't it?
It was like
less
I got
expensive.
it on sale. It was like 80.
Okay.
But
I'm aiming for the Terra.
Yeah, right.
Those
But
things
you're
are
going to
gonna
be spending $200 for that.
And they're going to fill up fast anyways. To me, I'm like, I'm just going to delete a game and download a game. That's where we are these days.
I honestly
Yeah.
have so many games, but Nintendo's so good about crunching the size of their data that if I got a Terra, I could probably fill about 600 more gigs of it and still have that 400 left over for the rest of its life cycle, which for me, like, I want all my games readily available because there's going to come a time where I just want to play something dumb and I'm going to have to re-download it.
Yeah.
I have 10 terabyte hard drives hooked up to my Xbox and PS5.
Yeah, there's no way running out.
And at this point, I all the time I have to
really?
juggle stuff.
That sucks.
I'm like, a game I've never played once or a game I played 10 years ago. What do I have to delete now?
Right, yeah.
And it doesn't make a difference. I'm never going to play those fucking games.
Yeah.
If I have to, I can wait 20 minutes to download it.
Sources familiar with the simulation claim that Nintendo is concerned about third-party merchants on Amazon undercutting the company's advertised prices, potentially by purchasing products in Southeast Asia and reselling them in the U.S. Certainly happens.
Yeah.
You got to be really careful on Amazon. I try not to use Amazon if I can fucking avoid it. But there are like certain things where I'm like, yes, I don't want to carry around cat litter. Send me the cat litter.
And it's Nintendo is a company that historically, if you try and fuck with them or undercut them, they're like, all right, we will not allow you to have this anymore. They went to the Amazon. They're like, no, fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty big company to challenge. But Nintendo's the one to do it.
Yep.
David and Goliath shit. Even though Nintendo's wielding a really large sling right now.
Yeah.
I can't even find
Are you talking
Nintendo
about
Switch 2 cases.
rights to Daisy? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Nintendo, I have fully claimed all rights to Daisy. Just to let you know.
They have all the
Come
cards.
at me, bro.
They have all the cards. We have to do what Nintendo says.
Okay.
While Amazon offered to label official products to guarantee authenticity, this was not deemed sufficient by Nintendo, leading them to remove their listings from the platform. However, both Nintendo and Amazon have officially denied these claims. It's all rumor and speculation, but it's also they have to, and also why do I give a shit?
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that, I don't know.
If you create a product, you can control where it's sold and the market.
I thought it was interesting because I was very invested in the Switch 2 pre-orders. I'm like, why is it not on Amazon? And this is why.
Yeah.
I think that giving them less money and helping out those poor delivery drivers is the best. If you ever see an Amazon delivery driver and they come to your house, always offer them water. Offer them a snack. They go
I
fucking
heard
nuts.
I heard that's kind of a new thing that actually, especially like lately here, it's been like 90-degree days every day.
Oh, I'm on the
in
shit too.
Wisconsin. So like, I imagine like seeing a porch with a bunch of like water bottles or something like that is probably a great thing to have. I heard that that's a thing lately, so it's kind of made me thinking I'm going to do that this week.
Donkey Kong Bonanza developer. The development team behind Donkey Kong Bonanza is the same one that developed Super Mario Odyssey, which is a 10 out of 10 game. Mm-hmm. Nintendo announced
8 out of 10.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe
you were just
8.5.
so fucking picky.
Odyssey is not nearly as good as Galaxy.
It's so much fucking fun, though.
God, I heard that yesterday. Like I was at the
Galaxy 2.
I was at the retro game
Odyssey
store.
feels like it's like almost done, but you pulled the pizza out a little too early and it's not quite cooked.
It is a
Really?
little
Wow,
short.
that's actually a hard take.
Its length is a little short,
Yep.
but
Yeah, but I think it's
think
perfect
it's overall.
I think the length is perfect.
it's what
I think the length of it is perfect.
I think
all
it-
my lovers say.
Fits right in your hand.
Finishes
Fits
too-
right in the palm of your hand.
the length is okay.
A lot of people like Galaxy though, which is kind of strange to me.
Galaxy
I was
2
not.
is the shit.
Those
Galaxy
games-
2 was better than the first one, but
Perfect games.
I sure.
I don't know, man. Sunshine. Come on.
Sunshine's great as well.
Sure.
Yeah, it's got the first introduction of PD Piranha. Are you fucking kidding me? He's like the best character in the fucking series. Where's PD Piranha in the fucking racer game?
Agreed.
The racer game.
The racer game. Where is my
Where
guy?
you're racing the cars.
Where's my guy?
That Mario Racer.
Nintendo announced this as a recent Bonanza hands-on event, putting an end to speculation about the game's developers.
Only Nintendo is like, we've been making a game for 5 years, but we're not going to tell you who it was.
Yep.
It's
We
so
all knew
weird how
this,
Nintendo plays that close to the chest, though.
It really does. Like, you just don't know what development team does anything these days.
Didn't we know this though?
No, not.
I figured it was the Odyssey
People
team.
speculated, and they're like, "Ooh, it looks like Odyssey," but
does.
until it's confirmed, no one knows.
I assumed it was the Odyssey team just by the way it looked and the way
Right.
the levels were designed. But
The game takes place in the underground world beneath Ingot Isle, where Donkey Kong ventures after a storm sweeps him underground while searching for Bonandium gems. Love it.
Sure.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I honestly kind of like this rebelling against like the status quo, like rebellion type thing they're going to have with this. And I like that what they're doing with the Donkey Kong quote unquote canon. Tell a new story where it's not just, oh, big alligator stole my fucking
bananas.
Well,
yeah.
Big Alligator hasn't
Ruined
been
my
around for
birthday.
a while.
It's true. I hope he appears.
Bring back K. Rool.
Honestly, he was really popular in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I love K. Rool.
Yeah, me too. I like that there's like this villainous company, Void Co. The antagonist group is composed of Void Kong, the leader, Grumpy Kong, and Poppy Kong. Poppy Kong's a low-key kind of hot.
Is that a Lady Kong?
Yeah. Poppy Kong.
Oh yeah, I would.
Oh, yeah. I've got a weird thing.
I have not seen a picture.
Do you remember
so-
do you remember the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes?
Would.
Helena Bonham Carter as an ape. I
Would.
That got a lot of
That
people.
bob- that bob
got
haircut?
a lot of people. Yeah.
Forget
Kinda
What was her
works.
name?
Poppy Kong?
Poppy Kong.
She's a villain too. It's kind of like
She's got glasses and it makes her look intelligent.
yeah,
Yeah, that's it right there, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Looks good to me, man.
Okay. All right. Those heels.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, it's got like mostly fully destructible environments, transformations. Pauline lets you go Super Saiyan.
Or super giraffe, or super rhino, or super.
Honestly, it looks really fucking fun.
Yeah.
I'm down to clown with this. I like the idea of like digging and like transforming the environment and kind of terraforming.
I like the further characterization of Pauline. Like they had her singing in Odyssey, and now like singing is part of her thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm into that.
Is this kind of like a prequel to Odyssey? Is that what I heard?
I
Like,
don't think we
okay.
should question this.
I think you're supposed to squint at the story of Donkey Kong.
Got it. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I don't know
I-
if this is part of like an overall lore timeline.
I think doing a lore episode of Mario is the dumbest shit that we could possibly.
Now
There
we
there
have
has to be a timeline. There has to be an
so
official
stupid.
timeline.
I don't think there is. I think
We
they
should
just
make one up.
video
Let's
games.
just make one up, please. Let's make one up.
It's like the Legend of Zelda timeline.
The
It's
more
like,
you
shut
talk,
up.
the more you talk about this, the more it has to happen, Dylan.
Fuck.
I think this
speaking
is
it
going to be a
into
future Raw
existence.
Dogs episode, a Mario timeline.
This actually happened to me. I don't technically care, but Pokemon kind of fucked up on the transferring process from Switch 1 to Switch 2.
Oh no.
No, this guy's story is horrible. Though.
Oh, I know it, and it happened to me. It literally happened to me.
Yeah.
This go around. Because
Uh-oh.
once you transfer that data, so there's a thing called Pokemon Home.
Okay.
And it's kind of this separate thing where you can transfer your Pokemon into it, and it's kind of a mega storage box. And through Pokemon Home, you can have Pokemon from the Game Boy Advance onward. Kind of going throughout the ages, and you can go through the transfer process. So Pokemon you've had since you were 13 years old.
Correct that you have to advance in your DS to switch it to a DS1 and then take that DS to the online, to the home.
Yep.
So you're able to get Pokemon all the way back from the GBA that you've had since then. This has been my Kabuto since then.
Yeah.
And then now you can have it all the way up to modern consoles.
Scarlet and Violet.
It's the same Pokemon.
That's actually pretty cool. I have no concept of Pokemon, but that's actually a pretty cool
but
concept. Uh-oh.
But the transfer is kind of a failure process. When you transfer over the data, it doesn't transfer at all. So your box is wiped clean. And
Like the PlayStation home box.
no,
Well,
because
I
if you
think-
don't transfer into Pokemon Home, if you don't transfer all of it, because once you do that initial boot up of the Switch 2 and it transfers that data, That data includes the save data, but it does not include the Pokemon within because that's connected to online features.
Okay, got it.
So yes, if you had your Pokemon not in home, but you had them on your Switch, one copy of the game, updating this, you have lost all of your Pokemon.
Yep.
And this one guy had like 20 years worth or something.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I lost my original Swampert.
Swampert?
No, it's
What?
The one that
No.
Mudkip turns into.
What?
He was secretly one of my best Pokemon.
Secret's out.
Yeah.
He was one of your best Pokemon.
Clearly, not anymore, though.
Now you're back to Flamekip.
Flamekip. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Or Borglefrost. Borglefrost is not a bad name.
That's pretty good.
Google eye ears, who turns into a dump truck.
What about Cold Kitty?
Cold Kitty. There is no Snow Kitty yet. That's
It was funny. Which one was the one that where it's like the two Pokemon turn into motorcycles? Somebody tried to convince me like this could be a Pokemon for you. There's Pokemon that turn into motorcycles in this one.
it's an engine.
Yeah, and I was
block.
like, I don't think that's going to be enough.
I have an idea for an electric.
Oh no, it's
one of the more
Koraidon and
recent ones.
Miraidon.
Okay, that was one of the more recent ones. Yeah,
I got an idea for an electric grass type power plant.
it just generates electricity. Genius.
It's
Electric and
its big
grass.
move is photosynthesis.
Honestly, there's
Where
only,
it takes the sunlight
there's
and converts it
literally-
into energy.
Yeah,
There's literally only one grass electric.
and it evolves into nuclear.
It doesn't.
Is that Venusaur? Is that the only? Oh no.
It's Rotom version grass. It's
Okay.
he's a poltergeist and he inhabits a lawnmower.
After Stoy thinks about Daisy, he gets a penis sore.
It's rubbing up
that's
against his jeans
clearly,
too
yeah.
much.
I am this.
Listen,
I'm
I just say
dropping the bar
levels.
lower and lower.
Yes. Keep going.
I'm so sorry.
I just
sorry.
sit too close to the Switch 2 sometimes, guys.
so
okay?
sorry.
All right.
That's and while this is really pretty sad, I do think at the same time,
I'm so sorry, Stoy. I'm sorry, listeners.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
I do think at the same time, I start out clean on every Pokemon game anyway, usually, and I do believe I still have Pokemon Home somewhere, so I probably got some shit saved on there. But
I find your login information, maybe.
Probably, yeah. There's some. I think I pay $5 a year for it, and it auto withdraws.
Okay.
Because that's all you really have to pay for the service.
That's not bad.
But I start out clean on every Pokemon game because I want to experience the world that I'm in, and I want the game mechanics to feel fresh again, and I have to problem solve a little bit. So I don't know. I feel really bad for people who are very into the competitive scene because you've got some pretty rare Pokemon on there, and they're all just fucking gone.
Yeah, that sucks.
I do feel bad.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch 2 is also experiencing some bad battery issues, like what I had with my phone. My phone almost exploded.
Yeah, this is kind of similar to the old PSPs.
Yeah.
Batteries just kind of spontaneously just blowing up into a balloon.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty
not-
bad.
you don't want that.
No.
To be clear, if you see it swollen, do not fucking charge it.
Yes.
Charging is what will make it explode. If it's dormant, it'll be fine. But if you start charging it, you've got a potential real situation on your hands. Just a PSA.
Yeah.
It can when I say explode, I literally mean explode battery acid that is super flammable and will set other things on fire. Yeah, some people are experiencing some bulging in the back. This was bound to happen.
I'm not
Brad?
I'm not going to make a bulge joke about Daisy Stoy.
Okay. All right. That's why I looked
Bulging
right at
in the
you.
back
I was
doesn't
like,
really happen.
But
No.
you-
I mean, it depends on how tight of pants you wear, right?
Well, I know that you would receive a giant bulge if you think about
Yes.
Daisy.
Maybe not in the back, but maybe in the front.
Nintendo is
You're into her front butt, right?
Yeah, oops. Who doesn't like a good front butt?
they call them fannies
Yeah.
in Great Britain. But they mean butts here.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We can't even say bulge without Stoy looking
I know.
at me.
Well, yeah. It's like bread.
Nintendo is researching and trying to figure out. Honestly,
I
they
hope
probably
they honor.
they're just gonna refund you.
Yeah, I hope they at least do that. They don't pull like a Asus scenario where there's like that's not our problem with the whole like SD card issues that they had.
Yeah, swollen battery's bad.
Yeah, bad.
Hey, Chat Xbox here. Nothing bad has ever happened. Moving on. Okay, let's get into this. Well, first though, let's talk about what was added to Game Pass in June.
Yeah.
We got Crypt Custodian, Symphonia, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 Enhanced Editions, Space Marine Master Crafted Edition, Barbie Project Friendship. Hello.
Wow, those are two polar opposite games.
Platinum. I'm
Yeah.
gonna platinum that one.
Yeah.
EA Sports FC 25.
Yeah.
The Alters.
Alters.
Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time.
I hear the Alters is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a new Game Pass edition. I think that's a new game, right?
Yep. These are ones added.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by it. It's kind of a life sim adventure game where it's a bunch of multiple reality versions of yourself, and you have to keep them happy inside like this containment unit.
Yeah, this
could
like
not
this
deal with
space
Thunder
containment
Brad.
unit. Yeah.
I'd hate Dylan.
Can you imagine if you had 50 daisies in this plant?
I've never taken the time.
Do you think about that a lot?
It's making me want to download this game.
FBC Firebreak, Lost in Random, Star Trucker, Wild Frost, Rematch, Volcano Princess.
Rematch was fine. Rematch was fine.
I don't
I mean,
know.
it's made by the developers of Seafood.
That's a glowing recommendation.
Yeah, it was fine. Like it's a neat idea. It definitely is.
I want that on the cover of the box from Stoy from Hair the Dog. Yes, it's fine.
It's fine. I mean, it's fine.
Against the Storm, Warcraft 1, 2, and 3 remastered or reforged for 3. Call of Duty WW2. Coming soon. Little Nightmares 2 and Rise of the Tomb Raider. Those are actually out now as of the release of this episode.
Little Nightmares is a very good game.
That's a very good game.
I remember the trailer. I thought looked very nice.
Yes.
Little Nightmares
It
2 is
very
even better.
Yeah, very creepy.
Also coming out this month, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 is hitting Game Pass.
Wow.
Which
There we
I
go.
will briefly play and be like, yeah, I remember this.
I see that the Doomslayer is a rider, skateboarder. In
Jack
this.
Yeah.
Black is as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep. And then also Bam Margera did make the cut.
But I think his original look, not his now look, I think he looks a little unhealthy now.
He's just Phil Margera now,
Yeah. Basically, he's turned into his dad.
except not healthy,
Yeah.
less healthy. And Gears of
man, come on.
God damn it, Bam.
whatever the fuck I want. Gears of War Reloaded comes out in August. Now, Microsoft recently laid off approximately 9,000 employees, which
Yippee.
included a significant impact on the Xbox and wider gaming division. This is part of a larger restructuring effort by Microsoft and represents about 4% of its global workforce. That's a lot.
That's a lot. Well, I mean, 4% is compared to 100% isn't a lot to you, but keep in mind these are 9,000 people that don't know what to do tomorrow.
9,000 families.
9,000 families, exactly.
First announced back in 2020, Perfect Dark was getting a new entry. It was, anyways. The developers behind this entry in the franchise has been closed and the game canceled. I have no affinity for Perfect Dark.
I do.
I like the first one.
I do. I was very much looking forward to this. I guess my overall problem is that the initiative, there was like a studio that was developed to develop this game in particular, Initiative.
Yep.
Which apparently I heard they've been working on this game. Oh, the first trailer that we saw was in 2020, and it was like a concept trailer, I think, just to get the nerd boys like myself kind of all bricked up about it. But they probably had like no gameplay
Just
at
like
that point.
fully torqued up
Just
about
no, there was like getting all these like old millennial gamers all torqued up,
it.
but
Yeah, getting like half a daisy.
which it did. It worked for me. I had a full daisy going on at that time. But
Full daisy.
Full daisy. I was full daisy. I was full daisy at the time because I loved Perfect
Practice
Dark.
safe daisy, everyone.
Yes,
Have your daisy
Where-
spayed or neutered.
wear protection. But yeah, so it leads me to believe that the division, which I heard over time over the years that there was problems in the division or in the Initiative development team of just like changing leadership, lacking direction with the gameplay. And I would imagine Microsoft had to step in at this point to be like, you guys haven't made anything in these last 4 or 5 years. We've been paying you all this money, and
This is not necessarily the case, though.
No.
'Cause some of these games, people are saying they're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And they're getting canceled.
yes.
So I don't think this means that the game wasn't coming along the way they wanted it to. I think that they had to make decisions.
Yeah, and I think it was like more short-term decisions because Perfect Dark Zero probably wasn't going to come out till 2026, and they probably like Microsoft was like, we can't wait that long. We need something now.
I do believe that when you break down all these decisions, it is literally profit over people first,
100%.
but it's also to please shareholders more than anything ever.
Which
because if the shareholders aren't growing their investment year after year,
yeah,
even if it's a slow year, they see it as a failure, even though they're on fucking yachts jerking off on little Thai girls.
Let's talk more about this, and then we're going to talk about the grander reasonings behind this. Okay. Announced way back in about 2019, Everwild was to be built upon the foundations of Sea of Thieves to be made by Rare. This game is canceled. Banjo-Kazooie director and Donkey Kong Country designer Greg Mayles has left Rare after 35 years at the company. And it's a huge blow to the Microsoft-owned studio, and is thought to have left after the cancellation of Everwild. Luis O'Connor, executive producer and art designer who worked on Conker's Bad Fur Day and Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, has also left. So we are losing veterans in the industry. The cancellation from Elder Scrolls Online developer for their project titled Blackbird. This was an unannounced MMORPG, third-person online looter shooter, not unlike Destiny, with a sci-fi noir aesthetic. Allegedly, the vertical slice of this game was so impressive that Xbox boss Phil Spencer had to have the controller taken away from him when he tried the game so a meeting could continue. This was in development for about 7 years. Staff were not given an explanation for Blackbird's cancellation, said to be an expensive project, and Xbox just may have seen it as too risky.
I know they're probably looking at the broader, like making a looter shooter or any sort of like persistent online, live service game is pretty risky at this point. So,
developer of Forza Motorsport Turn 10 has also been hit hard with almost 50% of staff losing their jobs. Xbox's premier racing studio, which has worked in the Motorsport series since the 2005 original, last shipped its big Motorsport reboot back in 2023. Stoy?
There was apparently a former developer that said, no, they pretty much, like, I know they said 50% of the staff has been laid off, but I think a former developer came out and said, no, they're pretty much not working on anything right now. I think they're only working on supporting the Horizon series, and that's it. But which Phil Spencer said, in his little video Xbox showcase, like a week or two prior to this, said like, we got a new Forza coming out next year.
That is still, because that's Forza Horizon.
Yes, but Playground
Forza
Games...
Horizon 6?
Yeah, but Playground Games is apparently... The developers that were making the Horizon games are obviously making the new Fable game. So that leads me to believe the Motorsport creators, Turn 10, is pivoting to make that.
Yeah.
But if you just let go of 50% of your staff a year before your game's release, it leads me to believe that Phil Spencer was just lying through his teeth. I don't know.
Horizon's still coming.
I imagine so, but
Horizon's unaffected because this studio was not touching Horizon. They were doing Motorsport.
Right, they were, yeah. But who is doing Motorsport Horizon? That's what I'm kind of curious about.
I'm sure.
Because if Playground Games is like fully in on Fable, I mean, I'll admit the last Forza Motorsport was kind of underwhelming because I think
it wasn't good.
It was a solid racing title, but there wasn't, and the career mode just blew. And the online was just terrible. Like the punishment system on the online was just riddled with bugs, and it was so AI generated that it was like, I just remember being on the Forza subreddit and just like every day, like after that game came out, every day people are posting videos like, apparently this cost me 10 seconds in my race. Apparently this collision, which wasn't even my fault, like cost me these penalties. And it's like the AI system was so bad that Turn 10's like, we can't do anything about it.
John Romero, legendary Doom designer, and his entire studio, Romero Games,
this is another big one, yeah.
Oof. Well, okay.
Over 100 staff.
With no reason, too. Even John Romero came out and said, yeah, for some reason they canceled our project. We don't know why. And we're going to find another publisher.
And he said something like, this is not reflective at all of our staff or the products we were working on. I can't speak too much to Romero's games since the original Doom franchise. I never played like Quake or the other ones. He was
Daikatana. Yeah, Daikatana was I think overhyped, and just underwhelming when it came out.
Phil Spencer stated these tough decisions were necessary for the enduring success of Xbox, emphasizing a focus on strategic growth areas and removing management layers to increase agility
For shareholders, like what you said, Dylan.
Microsoft aims to prioritize projects with the greatest potential and is shifting towards a strategy centered on high-margin, recurring revenue streams like Xbox Game Pass while leveraging AI tools to enhance efficiency.
There it is.
And Xbox Game Studio executive producer said this online, and it's kind of addressing staff. These are really challenging times, and if you're navigating a layoff or even quietly preparing for one, you're not alone and you don't have to go it alone. I know these types of tools engender strong feelings in people, but I'd be remiss in not trying to offer the best advice I can under the circumstances. I've been experimenting with ways to use AI tools to help reduce emotional and cognitive load that comes with job loss. AI is what's going on. Microsoft has set out plans to heavily invest in artificial intelligence and is spending $80 billion in huge data centers to train AI models. There's a data center that is being created in Wisconsin right now that is going to be the first of its kind, like an AI-specific data center. And this whole thing to me just stinks of a giant shift towards we need to integrate AI as much as possible to take the heavy costs of the game development out of it so we can just make games faster so we can make more money. Fuck the individuals that we had hired.
Fuck the people who make something gorgeous like Expedition 33 on their pure creativity.
Yep.
Everything in that game came from a human mind, a brilliant human mind, a creative person, someone who understands video games, understands game feel, a thing an AI will never know. An AI will not understand kinetic joy of holding a controller and feeling the buttons click. It's just not going to happen. It's not.
Controversially, I think that people try to resist change, and it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
And what's most important is integrating as many people and the source of creativity into this. I was reading something about David Lynch recently. He was explaining he's like, this is a pencil, he was saying to an actress. And I can use it and you can use it to do what you want with it. And AI is like the pencil. It's how you use it that will define it. And AI is going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
And it sucks so much that people's lives are being destroyed, but it's a train going full speed, and they need to figure out, like, that's why it's so important right now, like actors going on strikes and securing positions in the industry. I've definitely seen AI generated ads from Amazon Prime recently.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this all reeks of zero human input, but it's getting better and it's getting more refined. And I don't know, it's this scary thing, but getting angry is appropriate, but will not change anything.
I speak more in terms of art. When you think about people actually making something, a thing made with their own hands, we are devaluing the idea that having something unique, having something that is not a hive mind generated, like Netflix series type of boardroom type of tester, like group tester, where did you like even in like Netflix shows, they have it so that you can have this on and you don't even have to pay attention to the screen. There's a reason that a lot of Netflix series are boring and that not a lot happens, because drama happens, but at critical points. They're basically like saying like at this minute something has to happen so that when a person looks at their phone for another 2 minutes, they'll look up at the screen when they hear something loud. And then they'll still know what's going on in the story. This is what we're headed towards.
Yeah.
And I worry about the destruction of art.
Yeah, because you become it becomes feeding an addiction now. And I think video games is developed in that way where it's like we want to try to hook people in. And people have said this multiple times. This is why live service games have become so big, because like we want to hook you and we want to give you enough content little by little by little, and enough to kind of keep you invested, keep you engaged, and keep you like slapping your credit card in to buy skins, to buy other fancy clothing or like other weapons or whatever, just to keep you invested and keep you going. And that's where it's kind of like denigrating the art itself, because you get good games, good solid indie games with like great art styles that are just there for like pure, joy, pure fun, pure excitement, pure, art. Whereas like most of the discourse around video games now has become AI service games, to where it's like, okay, we're looking at all this data, like you said, Dylan, to like, what can we do to develop into the game to keep people coming back day after day after day?
And the truth is video games take a long time. There are things that can go wrong along the way, and they cost a lot of money to make.
Which that's where AI can have a benefit, because it can streamline some of the development process to, like, especially if you're maybe incorporating AI into coding, which coding takes a lot of
Fixing bugs
takes a lot of time.
I don't need, like at what point, or where do you draw the line though too? It's like, does every tree need to be done by a person? And at some point you start bargaining.
Yeah.
What is okay? Like, can we make these shirts with AI? Mm-hmm. And I need a Beavis and Butthead skin for Call of Duty now.
Well, the truth is,
not me personally, but like that's like kind of the rationalization. And they're like, we can't pay someone to make skins for Fortnite every week. We need money.
Yeah,
big money. But I have a Thai girl. I gotta come on.
I have a friend of mine that works on the art team for Fortnite, and he said it's not as simple as just like slapping a skin on it. There's also other issues. Like, he told me about how hard it was to incorporate Peter Griffin in Fortnite because of his body type, his body habitus. It didn't fit on the normal frame of a Fortnite model character, so that's why they had to go with the buff Peter. Yeah, because it was the only thing that fit. And it's like, an AI is not really gonna solve that problem for you. That's a human issue. That's why humans still need to be involved in this.
Remember when they were talking about how in the future robots will do all the work for us and we'll have time to flourish and think about like art and philosophy? No,
that's not
how do we get Peter Griffin into Fortnite?
Yeah.
We're all going to be flipping burgers at Burger Corp, and we're all going to be like, there's not going to be another job fucking available.
Okay, let's leave the sadness behind a little bit.
No.
Okay, you're right.
I'm still sad.
We're still pissed off.
I'm
Chat
still
Xbox.
sad.
This is a dark time. But let's talk about the Xbox Game Showcase. This happened
a bunch of lies. That's what it was.
This happened the day
bunch of lies.
The day we recorded the last Dogcast, so it was unfortunate timing.
Nothing to see here.
Call of Duty Black Ops 7 officially announced. The reveal trailer.
What is this thing even?
The reveal trailer hinted at a mind-bending story set in 2035 with a focus on psychological warfare.
I'm sure it'll be full and rife with metaphor.
Did they even say which developer is doing this? Like, this can't be Treyarch, is it?
For more information, check out a Call of Duty podcast, because you might be a Call of Duty guy, Stoy.
I mean, I'm a campaign guy.
Yeah,
I play the campaigns, but
I don't know who's making this.
Okay, all right.
Maybe killing a bunch of brown people is bad. Is that like how far they're gonna go?
You can't handle the truth. Persona 4 Revival, a full remake of the classic JRPG, confirmed for release on Xbox and other platforms.
Love it.
This gets the nerds all hyped up.
I love Persona 4. It's something you got to know about me. I still like it better than 5.
A lot of people say that.
And I think Metaphor is my second favorite Persona game. Mm. And then it goes 5, then 3, and then I didn't play the first 2. So
Super Meat Boy 3D.
This
game
cool.
looks fucking cool.
Yeah, yes, it does. Yeah,
I love the trailer. Somehow they converted the frenetic, fast-paced 2D Meat Boy into a 3D environment.
Love that.
This trailer got me excited. This is my favorite part of this showcase.
Love that for them.
Resonance: A Plague Tale Legacy. A prequel expanding the Plague Tale universe. I know this is for you, and Tyler just started snoring somewhere.
Yep.
He's going to wake up soon.
Okay. Tyler, wake up.
High on Life 2. Okay. The Outer Worlds 2.
Yes.
Okay. I liked the first Outer Worlds. Fine.
This is what boggles me. Obsidian is putting out 3 games this year.
Yeah, it's true.
Either their team is super efficient or they have like hundreds and hundreds of people working for that company. But I think I read like they only have like 200 plus employees. And they put out Avowed like earlier this year. They got Outer Worlds 2 coming out this year and Grounded 2, which is another one.
They know if they don't that they're going to get fired and replaced by a computer.
Exactly. So it's all the same leadership team, a lot of the same group of people. So they know how to make video games.
How terrifying is it to have a job where if you don't deliver like a product that sells well, you lose your job?
Yeah, and most of it out of your hands too. Like you're at the whims of the market.
It's such a terrifying prospect. If you work for like a good game company, it's like you're so lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even the Call of Duty developers, because when we were talking about all the layoffs,
I would hate working.
Sledgehammer and Raven Software,
Yeah.
like Call of Duty development teams, they're getting laid off too.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, the Order of Giants DLC expansion announced for release in September. I'll play it.
I'll play it.
I didn't even have to pay for the first Indiana Jones time that I played it. So if a DLC is $10, $15, I could probably swing that.
I don't know how much more I want to spend time in that world right now.
I
but
didn't need more. And to me, that game was good, but it was missing things.
I needed more, so I will be playing it when it comes out.
I had a good time with that game, though. When I was playing it, I was having a blast. It just didn't stick in my head very well.
Phil Spencer teases 2026 releases for many major releases, including a Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War, E-Day, and the return of a classic that people are like, oh, it's fucking Halo. We get it.
Yeah. I thought we were supposed to get something at the end of the year, too, from Halo, but I don't know.
Probably a fucking mobile game.
Halo Wars 4.
ROG Xbox LAX handheld announcement. For one, fucking workshop that thing, because the name of that is stupid.
They'll call it something else.
Well, Asus is primarily making it, so Asus probably said, well, we have to call it a Rogue Ally. That's non-negotiable.
Yeah, they unveiled the Rogue Xbox LAX, a new branded handheld in collaboration with Asus. Aims to be a powerful and comfortable handheld gaming device with impressive specs and a focus on portability and performance. While it faces competition from the Steam Deck, the Rogue Ally distinguishes itself with its higher resolution, faster refresh rate, and overall higher performance. Some users have noted that the Windows 11 operating system can be less seamless than Steam OS.
Yes, it is. As an owner of the Rogue Ally X, I mean, it's not terrible. There's a lot of back-end stuff that Asus does that kind of get you out of Windows as much as possible. Like, the only time you really see Windows is when you start it up. And there's a button on the Rogue Ally X that it's like you just hit the button and then you go into, like, their game vault, where it's like you can see, like, all the launchers and stuff like that, whatever. And, like, even I've been hearing, like, if you're just an exclusive Steam user, you just play games on Steam without any other extra launchers, you could upload the Steam OS to your handheld,
right.
which completely eliminates Windows entirely.
Yeah.
But that eliminates your opportunity to play any other launcher like EA, Ubisoft, whatever, and of course Xbox if you have Game Pass. But if you're an exclusive Steam user, I hear it's got much better performance capabilities than Windows 11, because Windows 11 runs so many background shit that. So it's funny that during this conference, the Xbox developers said we wanted to make it a Windows 11 platform, but take Windows 11 out of it as much as possible. Yeah, which is weird coming from a Microsoft.
This is all kind of stuff that would annoy me in any other situation, because I'm definitely the person who's like, I want something baked in. Please make this easy for me. That's why I love my Steam Deck, and I still do.
Yeah.
I think that is a brilliant little system, and I don't have a gaming PC, so this is like my option. And a lot of games run extremely well on it. So I don't know. I want to see like the big jump. I won't get another one of these things, because especially with the Switch 2, now I have two of these kind of larger handhelds, and you gotta really impress me and give me a decent price point. Otherwise,
this one's not going to have. This one's not going to have a decent price point. The Rogue Ally X on its own, I think it just went up actually recently by $100, but you're talking like $900 for the 2 terabyte version of this. And if this is more powerful than the Rogue Ally X, is what they say, like this is going to be upwards up to $1,000.
No thanks.
Absolutely not. No one's going to buy this thing.
Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Yeah, they keep showing that.
With, while not a definitive release date, an update linked its launch to the new Rogue Xbox Ally X, hinting at a 2025 release. It just showed pictures of it on the screen. And recently, the past few weeks, it's like a marketplace thing has been updated like 5 times. Achievements have been like finalized, locked in. It's close.
This is going to be a stealth drop.
It's
close. It will be. Yeah.
And when it does drop, people are going to be running around naked in the streets. Like people are going to be freaking out.
You will see that one quiet guy at work. He will be a little more excited that day. He'll be a little bit happy. He might actually say hi to the receptionist.
Yeah. You see him the next day. He's completely disheveled, crow's feet on his eyes and stuff like that. Like, were you up all night? Yeah.
It was like
He
when
feigns a cough.
when the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer came out, everyone at my job site who doesn't talk about video games was like, video games, right?
Yeah.
Video games are real.
Grand
They're
Theft
here.
Auto 6, guys.
And I'll find out people that I actually like and love, respect, that I work with when Hollow Knight comes out, and be like, I've been playing a lot of this stupid video game called Hollow Knight. I'm like, I know, me too.
It's possible.
It's really cool, actually. You don't have to say stupid to me.
Yeah.
I get
It's
it.
cool to be passionate about something.
Some people are like, Dylan, I don't know what game to play. And I'm like, play this. And then they come back the next day and they're like, why have I never heard of this? And I'm like, because you don't talk to me.
This is like the first time you asked me anything about the hobby.
It's like, I don't want to talk to you either, but I gave you a good rec.
Yeah.
Helldivers 2 is heading to Xbox on August 26th.
Good for them. Good for the Xbox fans.
You know what? I played a lot of that game, and then I was like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Speaking in a new episode of the Xbox 2 podcast, Corden discussed the lack of an appearance of Elder Scrolls 6 during the event, adding that despite the game's no-show, a new look at the upcoming Bethesda RPG is getting close.
Whatever.
Here's that bit of the chat, blah, blah, blah. There was a good reason why I thought maybe it was going to be there, and it was because that I'd heard there had been many internal trailers, and they've been demonstrating it internally to people. So I'm kind of like...
They've got to focus group their trailers. Fuck off.
At least it's better than getting a Witcher 4 trailer before they start making the game.
Right, yeah.
This is an idea of a concept we might be moving towards.
This is why
Tyler is awake now, and he's angry.
This is why I hate when developers push trailers before game development is even, like, I think I said this in Discord. It's like, don't release a trailer unless you have like solid gameplay
KOTOR
ready to go. Yeah,
You know what
KOTOR remake.
you know what I want? I want 4 months before it comes out. This is coming out in 4 months. Here's a trailer. It's got some gameplay footage in it. This is not the final product, but this is what we were going for.
I still don't know
This
anything.
is why
it'll
I'll give it to
come
Nintendo. Nintendo does this.
Nintendo does that
and this
very
is,
well.
And this is why they do it so well. They obviously, you won't hear another announcement about a Mario game for years and years, and then all of a sudden, hey, look, we got Mario Wonder
In 2
whatever
months.
coming out in a couple months. Like, great. That's
Yeah.
the way to do it.
It's like that Fable trailer, which there's no gameplay. They got a comedian who I like that. I forget his name. I like the comedian, but
Yeah.
I don't want a fucking tone piece about your game. I want to know about your game. I want you to tell me about your game.
And most everybody talks about the ugly female protagonist in the trailer.
I don't know.
Why can't they make them pretty?
Why can't they make her pretty?
Also, but if you met that girl in real life, you'd probably think she was hot. I am so against this discourse in general.
It really is. It's these like conservative neckbeards on YouTube that it's like, I want my females to look great. That's why I like Stellar Blade for the gameplay.
Stellar Blade is a decent game. It's not great.
No, it's not. It really
I
isn't.
did post in the Discord when I was doing the news. The Stellar Blade developer wrote like an essay on why butts are awesome.
I don't mind that. I mean,
you
if you're
hear,
gonna be
like-
horny on main,
We didn't talk about it with Kojima, but did you hear like Kojima like said something like he doesn't like doing character designs for Asian characters because they look too good. Their skin looks so plasticky.
Like creamy.
Yes. I didn't want to say it, but I was waiting for you to say
Do you mean like creamy?
creamy.
There are
Asians, I mean, using his words minus the word creamy,
Thighs?
Asians look a little bit too creamy. Maybe
they
in
have
the
beautiful-
lower extremity region.
Well, dude, in the Stellar Blade thing, you're just like, it comes down to the certain shape of the womb and the hips, and it was like detail. I'm like, he's not
you think-
wrong,
you
but
think
it's,
I'm bad.
It's like when somebody describes a Beethoven opera by describing music, you are taking it out of its natural art form, and it's not just listen to it, you know?
Yeah.
One last thing, Halo fan game. A fan-made Halo game called Spartan Survivors received approval from both Microsoft and Halo Studios to be released on Xbox. It's a rare fan game that they're like, we're in, we support you, we're going to get it on.
It's a real Christian Whitehead situation with Sonic.
Yeah.
Well, in a way, because this isn't like a love letter to the franchise. This is just a Vampire Survivors skin with Halo.
That's
And it's fine.
Yeah.
fun.
I like Vampire Survivors, which is just a Castlevania game, like a
Top-down
Castlevania skin
Castlevania, yeah.
on a fucking single stick shooter.
the
Yeah.
most compelling game where you literally only use the joystick.
I love it.
I love it too. I can't deny it's good.
Yeah,
Make the game as simple as possible.
and that's been Xbox.
Amazing.
You know, I watched a video. Laura Freyer. I don't know if you've ever heard of her.
Nope.
No.
She was like a
sorry.
20-year like Xbox dev, and she worked. I think her biggest achievement is that she shipped Gears of War. She was like one of the project leads on Gears of War, the initial franchise. And
I thought Cliffy B did all of it by himself.
Oh no! Cliffy B had a team of people, but she
You guys are
actually
calling
likes
me
to,
Bratty Dubs.
No, he didn't.
Please, no. I want to. It's cool sounding, you know.
Cliff,
I
if you're
think I'm
listening
gonna
to this,
name
Bratty
you-
Dub.
Bratty Dub.
I'm gonna name you Spanky McFart Face.
I prefer
Man, you
Spanky
guys remember
McFarlane.
he made Lawbreakers.
I don't know what that is.
That was supposed to be a live service 5v5, I think, shooter that just came out, I think, a little bit after Overwatch.
It's amazing how Cliffy B was a big deal, and then I haven't really heard much from him since Gears of War.
He's on Twitter all the time, so I think that's why he's kind of fallen out of favor. But
Get back to work and make my games.
guys, I made Gears of War. Do you remember that? So Laura Freire kind of came out and talked a little bit about the culture of Microsoft, how it's kind of slowly declining, which is why she got out,
Yeah.
I think, because
And the brand is going downhill.
yeah, because the way Microsoft handles leadership and the way they kind of co-pilot projects, they don't do it in a right way. She said, like, in some instances, if you're in management or if you're in a leadership position, that they will pivot you into other leadership programs and other projects, and that's where a lot of projects start to kind of get diluted or get demolished pretty much because they don't know what to do with management. So there's so much mismanagement happening at the Microsoft level that they're just like, okay, well, this person's not performing well in this leadership position, so we're going to move into this leadership position. Most of the time being unqualified people leading projects that could probably lead to stuff like this, where it's like, yeah, we could probably be angry at Microsoft for like canning these projects and stuff, but it all comes down to like maybe ineffective leadership that you just don't know what to do with. And granted, yeah, you're not going to fire a manager because he failed on shipping, what's that game, Redfall? Well, why don't we just dump the whole studio? And that's the part of the problem, is that ineffective management can affect everybody all across the board, and we see that in any workspace.
I was about to say that.
Yeah,
I literally
Everywhere I've ever worked.
everywhere
So-
anybody's ever worked.
So it's really entertaining when I'm the one who goes out and does like the hard labor for this job. And then I come back, hard day of work, 10 hours, blinding heat. And they all just have been sitting in a meeting. I don't think meetings are real. This is like my new hypothesis. I don't know what meetings achieve. I have never been in a meeting that meant anything that couldn't have been said in a packet.
You're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
Yeah,
And
I
it's-
100% agree.
And the more people at a meeting, the less beneficial it is too.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I've been, you come back, they've all had their Qdoba. They've all been in their nice suits. And they're like, well, we're going to try this like project integration and blah, blah, blah. Never works.
All right. We have a lot of more to discuss still, though.
But that
before
was-
we talk about Qdoba meetings.
that was all I needed to say, because it's like part of me is angry at Microsoft for obviously doing this and appeasing to this, but I'm still angry at them for appeasing to their shareholders more so by outright lying to everybody to just say Xbox Games has never been stronger before, in the same breath that you're saying you're laying off like 9,000 employees
Yeah.
and shutting down like some of your biggest projects out there. Fuck you for that. I canceled my Game Pass subscription because I want to try to give as little money as possible, and I think I'd just rather buy the games themselves and know that money is directly going to the developer, instead of just like I'm just giving Microsoft money and then they're just.
I have done that. I have bought like Indiana Jones. I bought that.
Yeah, I bought that too.
I knew it was going to be on Game Pass, but I was also like, I want to give.
Doesn't Microsoft own the studio that made Indiana Jones, though?
Yeah, but
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's the sales numbers are always better than what they provide on Game Pass because there's such like a
Xbox has that information, though. Microsoft has the information for who downloads and who plays.
yeah.
So
and
it's still a way to
that's the murky
support the studio.
that's the murky thing,
the
because
studio
you
gets
don't
more
know.
money.
It's less
Yeah.
concrete.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't know how much of an impact you are supporting that studio by just being a Game Pass subscriber. And I know Microsoft doesn't really just willingly share that information to anybody. I know some smaller developers have said sometimes, like I think some smaller developers say, unless you're publishing on Game Pass, your game is going to fail on Xbox,
Yeah.
which is kind of sad because you could potentially be losing money and profit. God, you guys remember Umbrella Chronicles?
Yeah.
Ugh,
I played 5 minutes of it.
I
and
did
said,
too.
no.
I was like, this is garbage.
really bad.
Before,
So this is a real-time strategy.
Tyler and I recently discussed the future of Elden Dogs. And for those that didn't listen to that on the recent episode, we talked about the game series we're going to move on to after Elden Ring, which is soon. And we discussed doing a long-form Resident Evil series.
So is it going to be called Resident Dogs?
Umbrella Dogs.
Umbrella Dogs. Okay, that works.
But it's going to be all
Either
the
one.
games one at a time. They're going to be a little more in-depth, so we'll spend a couple episodes on each game. But that's what we're currently cooking up. And I know you're in, Stoy.
Yes, 100% in.
And you'll be there for some, I imagine, Dylan.
Yeah. There is a timeline, obviously. There is an official timeline, but obviously I think I said this in the group text that you could also follow along with Resident Evil was like the pioneer, not the pioneer, but they kind of perfected the survival horror genre, I think, with the first two games, and then just constantly evolved it over time. But man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited about Resident Evil. And then as soon as I am, they announced a mobile game. So
yes, an RTS take on the Resident Evil series.
Ooh,
it's been announced for mobile devices.
Scary.
So, it's being co-developed by Joy City Corporation, a Korean mobile gaming company that worked on Pirates of the Caribbean: Tides of War.
Everyone's game of the year.
Yeah. Let's not underestimate. There's a big contingent of people that do play mobile games a lot.
Oh yeah,
and probably play both mobile games and console games. Which
have you seen that dork who really likes Clash of Clans and he missed very pivotal moments in his life because he was busy playing.
Just because Tyler's not here doesn't mean we can talk like him.
Tyler, we're not talking about you. Seriously, we're not.
But does Tyler like Clash of Clans?
He's not here to say, so we don't know.
Wow.
At this point, I think it's canon.
We woke him up again.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
So more details are releasing July 10th, which by the time you're listening to this podcast, depending on what day, I mean, it's in a few days. So today is July 6th. So So I'm not an RTS fan. I don't like real-time strategy games much because it's too. There's too much going on, and I get overwhelmed with all the things I need to think about.
My patience for RTS games, it's usually like one every 3 years.
Yeah.
I actually got very good at Total War Warhammer 2. I actually really enjoyed that game. But for the most part, the only other one I've ever played is literally Gettysburg is what it's called. And it's literally a simulation of Gettysburg. And then you have to figure out how you could have done Gettysburg better. It's really good. And the minutia, you have to manage amputations and you have to figure out what you're doing.
That's actually interesting.
It fucking rules. You have to decide which of your forces to retreat, and obviously, but the Battle of Gettysburg easily won if you had used my tactics.
Clearly. Well, hindsight's 2020.
Mobile games, just everyone's got one now.
Yeah,
and
every genre, every series.
You don't have to play them. The Dogcast mobile game comes out soon. It's where you play as Tyler, and you balance working at OPE and also having a life.
That's a game I would play. Yeah, if it was a virtual dating sim.
Ooh, I would love to be a fly on the wall for a date.
I would be there.
Yeah,
Tyler, we miss you.
We miss you. Come back.
We're looking at an empty chair right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's right across from me too.
Got a Tyler shape worn into it.
Yeah,
I'm pretending that the chair is Obama and I'm Clint Eastwood.
There's actually we do have a picture of Tyler right up there.
Oh, there we go, right there. Yeah,
that's the hamburger.
Best picture in the world.
So yeah, this is a thing. If this is what you're interested in, I think the mobile gaming market in Korea is actually much bigger than anywhere else in the world. So it's probably going to thrive there, and especially in Japan as well.
When they're not busy committing suicide, they're playing games on their phone.
It's bad over there, man.
It is.
Jeez,
Yeah.
God, it's crazy. Konami did a little developer showcase and stuff like that, where they talked a lot about Metal Gear Solid, and then right at the end of the little showcase, you hear that distinct little music from the first Silent Hill game.
I've never played Silent Hill, so now that is the sound that I'll associate with Silent Hill.
Well, I mean, listen to the song, and then you'd be like, Stoy was spot on with that impression.
I prefer this.
That's literally how it sounds. It's literally how it sounds.
Okay. Ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding, ding,
It's basically the guitar version of Darude Sandstorm. Silent Hill 1 Remake is officially in development by Bloober Studios.
Bloober?
Yep. Bloober Studios, the same guys that did the Silent Hill 2 remake.
Okay.
It will likely be released on PC and PlayStation 5. And it remains to be seen, I guess, when it's coming out. They just said it's in development. So
Are you excited?
I am very excited. I think, me personally, I think they should have started with the Silent Hill 1 remake first before 2.
It makes sense in order, you know?
Yeah. However, Silent Hill 1 and Silent Hill 2 are not connected in any way at all. The only connection is literally the town of Silent Hill. But one can say that's not even a connection because...
Could I just skip this game and watch the Jon Snow film?
Yeah.
Would that cover the game for me?
The Jon Snow film?
Well, Jon Snow played the protagonist in the Silent Hill movie.
What?
Or is that... Am
No.
I wrong?
Kit Harington?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Is that one of the more recent ones?
No, that was...
They made
you're
Silent
talking
Hill.
to the other guy. The other guy from
Sean
Game of
Bean did
Thrones.
as well.
Sean Bean was the dad.
No,
in
Silent Hill Revelation. He was a star of a Silent Hill movie.
He was in Revelations.
Yep.
Why?
Do you know what was revealed?
God, that was a bad movie.
I'm not from Silent Hill.
Yeah,
I don't
God,
want it.
that was a bad movie. It was in 3D and everything like
I'm just
that.
going to skip the games and just watch the movie again.
No,
Yeah,
don't. Please
I'll
don't.
read the crib notes.
Yeah, the Revelations was
A
based
new
on...
zombie.
Actually, the first Silent Hill was actually based loosely on the first game. And it was, me personally, I think it was surprisingly done well. Like, it was a really good, very scary game.
Sean Bean.
Sean Bean's in it.
Sean
So,
Bean.
yeah. He was kind of like he was the dad, but he wasn't the main character, obviously. So,
My favorite character is the dad.
yeah, everybody loves a good dad. So,
It's all self-described.
there is a new Silent Hill 2. There is a Silent Hill movie coming out, I think, next year based on Silent Hill 2. There have been a couple.
Is it going to have triangle face?
Yes, Triangle Face. He's going to be in it. He's going to be the main character.
He's scary. He made me poop my pants.
He's going to be wow. These hills are way too silent.
It's triangle face. Run.
Oh God!
God.
I YouTuber scream. I'm like, ah! I'm just like faking it. I'm like, oh!
Posted on TikTok and everyone's getting 2 million views.
I just want Dylan thumbnails of him freaking out at stupid stuff. Resident Evil mobile game?
Yeah.
I like Wojak. Yeah.
Those are instant
Soy
non-clicks
face.
for me.
It's an umbrella?
Oh no. Do you know what the significance of the pyramid head means?
I'm really scared of scary games.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not. I'm just like, oh, I'm really tense right now, guys.
All of my thumbnails would be that like Japanese girl's face where the eyes go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine would just be an anime avatar that's like 5 stationary illustrations, and it's just like, and then I heard from, and I'm like, I'm really afraid to show my face because
Mine's
I'm
going to be
probably
an
hideous.
AI Miyazaki version of myself.
Oh God!
Oh
how
God,
turn?
no.
Yeah.
Why'd
Sorry,
you do that?
but Silent Hill?
Silent Hill, that no release dates. It's apparently in development right now. No idea of how long it's been going. However, Bloober Team does have a new game coming out this year called Chronos: The New Dawn or something like that.
God, what a
survival
title.
horror like Dead Space like shooter, which looks really good. So Bloober Team's doing well. Sega, you guys remember them?
Sega.
Announced
Sega.
accidentally revealed sales data for 11 of its major games, providing insight into their real world performance. Sega's seeing a resurgence of actually kind of revitalizing a lot of their old IPs. So this information was made public because Sega failed to properly redact data from a PDF in a presentation document for its annual management meeting. They basically overlaid gray boxes over the figures without preventing access to the underlying data. Dummies. The leaked data covers sales over the past 6 fiscal years for titles like Sonic Frontiers, Persona 5 Royale, and various Like a Dragon and Total War games. Basically, what the data revealed was that Persona 5 Royale and Sonic Frontiers have been significant successes, no surprising to anyone, with Persona 5 Royale selling over 7 million units.
It's good.
That's really good.
Royale version too. It's not even the original version, so
You
they're
know,
not even counting
Like
those
Sonic-
sales numbers.
I know it's
Racing
not-
is big too. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's interesting to see those numbers.
And I know it's not.
Sonic Frontiers is the 3D.
No, but
open
also
world
Sonic Racing, those numbers were out too.
Yeah.
And that was
That was a
cuckoo,
huge hit, really.
cuckoo bananas, yeah.
And I know that it's not like typical Japanese culture to gloat about their kind of performances or gloat about their achievements, but this is pretty big for Sega. Like, honestly, with the kind of storied history it's had of like major ups and downs, like, you know, having like a huge stake in Atlas and having big, genres or big games like Persona, in your catalog. Sure. And then obviously Like a Dragon, like those games are just hitting hard with everybody. So Marathon. This is a game that's coming out by Bungie.
I hate Bungie.
It's supposed to be coming out this September 23rd, 2025. However, it has been indefinitely delayed. No new release date has been provided, but I highly doubt we're going to see it anytime this year. Basically, they attributed the delay to feedback received during the game's closed alpha test, which it's funny. Did you like the YouTube video that they had? It was like this big presentation showcase where they invited streamers to a closed alpha test.
Influencers.
And of course, the streamers that they chose to put on the video were all like praising it. They're like, oh my God, this game's so fun. And then they play those clips of like guys that are like, you know, come revive me, bro. Oh, like I'm on my way. I got to set up defensive perimeters and stuff like that, whatever. It's like,
It sounds like every online game ever.
basically. And then, yeah, like 2 or 3 streamers are like, this game's going to be big. This game's going to be doing Bungie's great. They're knocking it out of the park.
Did the check clear? The check cleared. Okay, yeah, we're big fans of this game. It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, did we stop filming? I got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they attributed the delay to feedback received during the closed alpha, saying they need more time to craft the game to reflect players' passion.
Wow, that's a flowery way of saying people didn't like the game.
I was going to say, yeah, I imagine
People were bored.
probably they were like, oh, it's fun for the first hour, and then maybe that's it.
You know, the one thing you should have in a video game is fun.
Yes.
And it took me a long time to learn that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the first instinct that you get. Is it fun to play, and do I want to come back?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be like a chore? It's going to be work for me. So
It's like the Miyazaki test where it's just like, yes, I will climb the tree. Climbing the tree sparks my joy. Can I climb the tree? I climbed the tree.
yes,
He's still climbing the tree. He's been here for 40 minutes. He's climbing the tree.
He found an apple there.
he has a smile on his face, so he must be having fun. I guess.
He likes it.
Yeah.
He's just looking at things. It's great.
With the extra time, they plan to use that time to focus on improving the survival gameplay, AI encounters, loot systems, combat, and overall marathon. Basically, everything in the game,
single thing.
every single aspect,
They
including
did like the main menu screen.
yes, the UI is great, including making solo and duo play a better experience.
Oh, God.
Bungie, what happened to you?
Yeah,
What else are they working on?
smartphone Destiny.
Yeah.
Destiny Rising.
Whoa.
Let's go, everybody.
What kind of sweet,
You
obscure
thought-
lore can I learn?
Pre-order
thought
now
Destiny
to get
was
the Beavis and
dead.
Butthead skin.
You thought Destiny was dead, brother. I'm here to tell you are wrong. A spinoff of the popular Destiny franchise, has generated
It is actually
considerable.
popular,
It is.
unfortunately.
A lot of people still playing that game, and good for them. They're having fun.
Wow.
Has generated considerable excitement, surpassing 5 million pre-registrations ahead of its global launch on August 28th of this year. So there's 5 million people in the world that are like really invested in the Destiny lore.
They're all in India.
Yeah, probably.
Boy,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would be curious to see if this is like a locality thing, if like there's like a lot of Destiny players like
Mobile gaming is bigger elsewhere.
yeah, that's definitely true. Developed by NetEase, big name, and officially licensed by Bungie, Destiny Rising is a free-to-play sci-fi RPG shooter set in an alternate timeline.
How do we make
We love those.
Because that's the only way to make a fucking mobile game out of the ones you already have
Yep.
canon. This is a non-canon.
Yeah,
Elden
it's in a
Ring, Night
different
Rain.
timeline, so it doesn't affect anything that we did before. It offers both first and third person perspectives and touchscreen or controller support.
I need a barf bag.
Yeah. But hold on.
I'm getting ill.
Hold on. If you pre-register, you will receive in-game rewards.
Oh, shit.
With bonuses tied to reaching further registration milestones.
Brad, slow down.
Hey, take it easy.
I pre-registered.
Yeah, wonderful. That's how fast it is, everybody.
You're going to have an aneurysm.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to play as the Warlock.
Yeah.
Brother, everybody's playing as a warlock.
Why would I play my Switch 2 or my Xbox or my PS5? I could play mobile Destiny.
Yeah.
What was that? Overwatch, everyone played Hanzo. Pissed everybody off.
I can play it after my come down from jerking off.
Come down.
Honey, I'm going to be in the Daisy room.
That's why I looked right at you. I was like, here we go. The Street Fighter movie's coming out, guys. And
Well, not for a little while. But
not for a little while, but
They only just did casting.
the casting is lining up.
This cast has me fucking jacked though. Compared to the Mortal Kombat movie, which Mortal Kombat was fine.
Yeah, I liked it. It was funny.
It was fine. I hated the new main character Cole,
I did not like him either. I don't think anybody did.
but this Street Fighter cast, looks like they're leaning into fucking ridiculousness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Some of these I'm really excited for. Like, I don't know who David Dasmalchian is.
David Dastmalchian. He was in
Polka Dot Man.
He was Polka Dot Man. He was the
Suicide
devil,
Squad.
the Late Night with the Devil show.
Wait, Polka Dot Man from Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad.
Really?
He is an amazing.
That's interesting.
He's an amazing character
Yes.
actor, and
Yes.
he will feast on M. Bison. Hopefully, the way Raul
All
Julia
right,
did.
I'm excited for this then.
Yeah, Dastmalchian. He is just a spectacular character actor. I'm most excited, I think, about his casting
50 Cent?
as Balrog.
Balrog? I'm excited for this too. This is one of the ones I'm excited
You
for.
can find me in the ring. I'm into punching dudes and
Yeah.
into
Welcome to the candy shop, bitch. Ugh.
yeah.
Andrew Koji as Ryu.
Don't know him, but cool.
Yeah, neither. Noah Centineo as Ken Masters.
Sure.
Stranger Kids guy, right?
Motherfucking Alan Richson.
Stranger Kids guy. You mean Stranger,
Stranger
Things?
Things.
And no to both of those.
Noah Centineo.
No. Cody Rhodes has been cast as Guile.
No.
All I know is that there are going to be a lot of bad wigs in this movie.
There's a lot of wrestlers in this movie.
Jason Momoa as Blanca. This will be an interesting one.
That's fine casting.
Yeah.
I'm a little Momoa'd out, but if he's not talking and he just
They're going
shakes
to
around
CGI
and shoots,
Hulk him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, give him some green skin.
he'll be
whatever.
on set for 3 days. Jack
Roman-
Black will probably be in here too.
Roman Reigns as Akuma for whatever reason.
It's
Akuma's
interesting
in
that
this game?
Akuma's in it.
Yeah, because he wasn't even a real character to begin with in the Street Fighter lore.
Yeah.
Which is wild to me. Kalina Liang as Chun-Li.
I'm gonna know who she is.
Love Chun-Li.
I'm just kind of curious how good a thighs she's got.
Probably really good.
No comment.
Okay. I mean, that's a part of Chun-Li's character design. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying.
less creamy,
No, they're
Little
pretty
bit-
creamy.
but they're also hard.
They need to be mix of creamy, tone, and muscular. Orville Peck as Vega.
Now he is a awesome musician, like this deep voice country singer who's like.
Is he Spanish?
He's enlightened, and he always wears a mask on stage, which
Okay.
they probably just thought it like
Maybe that's it.
perfect.
Yeah, but Vega's Spanish. Like, he has to be Spanish.
I don't know if Orville is Spanish or not. He might be. Ryan, you're in the Discord. Let us know.
Andrew Schultz is Dan. That's a good casting because Dan's a fucking tool.
I don't know who Andrew Schultz is.
He's an actor.
Is he Reacher? Wow.
No, he's not Reacher.
Okay.
This movie is going to be directed by Kitao Sakurai, who did the Twisted Metal show, which actually the Twisted Metal show is pretty good.
I've
I
heard
love
that.
Twisted Metal.
It's actually
can't
a
wait for the
solid
new season.
Yeah, it's actually a solid series, and it's funny and it's campy. It's
got my boy,
everything Twisted Metal should be.
It's got my boy Mike Mitchell from the Doughboys podcast.
Yeah. So, then Death Stranding is getting 2 movie adaptations.
Yeah, adaptations.
Adaptations. Yeah, adaptations. I say
It's
adaptations.
getting 2 of them.
Yeah. So
Why?
one's going
Have
to
you
be
heard of Money, Dylan?
yes, and Striking While the Iron is Hot. The first is a previously announced live action film developed with A24, which is a perfect studio for, publishing house for a movie like this. It's directed by Michael Sarnowski. I don't know. Has he done anything of note?
I don't know. I just don't need to see this.
I like the A24 idea. I don't know. I'll approach with cautious optimism. I'm not going to cash a check before I see it. Same thing with the Elden Ring movie. I like the director, and maybe it'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
Alex Garland is just a genius, though.
I'm not going
Well,
to
and
put.
he's played the game like 5 times or something like that. So
He's
I
on
think
New
he would,
Game 7.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But it's any of these things. I'm no longer allowing myself to get excited for something until it's out and I've
Right.
heard about it.
Isn't that a shame these days? We just can't get excited about anything anymore.
No, I think it's
think
tempering
it's great.
expectations.
Yeah,
Is good.
exactly how you should be. But
Yeah.
the second is a recently revealed adult-targeted animated feature film, which is a collaboration between Kojima Productions and Line Mileage. Andrew Guzkowski is writing the screenplay for the animated movie. Does this name ring a bell to anybody?
So we're not going to see this until 4 years from now.
Probably not. Yeah.
Whatever.
Which I hope the Death Stranding. I imagine the Death Stranding universe will still be popular in a couple of years, but the animated adaptation will tell an original story within the Death Stranding universe. There is so much lore that you could use, you could pull from. It's amazing. It will be taking place after the devastating effects that link the living and the dead. Hideo Kojima is involved in the production of both films, but not directing. Can this guy stop working? Can this guy stop working for a little bit?
If Kojima wants these movies to happen, that's why I'm cautiously optimistic because it's Kojima.
Yeah, and he's protective of his brand, and he wants obviously whatever name he's associated with to be in the best possible shape.
I think
best quality.
introducing audiences to his specific mode and method of storytelling is going to be a bit of a shock.
Yeah,
people.
it's going to be different for people. Yeah. The animated film is described as similar in style to adult-oriented animated movies like Predator, Killer of Killers.
Why are they describing something that hasn't been made?
Exactly. Yeah. Which we've seen adult-oriented animated movies for the longest time. So it's nothing new.
It's called hentai.
Yeah. Anyway,
called a good
tempering expectations. It sounds like you guys are doing for the Death Stranding films.
Truly, I don't need an adaptation of a thing that is really good, but if they want to do it, whatever.
I know you want to reach a broader audience, and maybe pull people into the video game universe as a result.
My thing is, I don't want it to be the Mario Brothers movie where there's no original ideas and it's fucking obvious. If it's something that can build upon the world in a different way, and it takes place in the world, if it's its own story, sure. I don't mind the universe, and it's got a cool art design if they approach it with that mind frame. But if it is just like that Mario Brothers movie is just the most obvious, boring thing in the world to me.
I had a good time.
It's still good.
I had a good time, but they phoned it in 100%.
There's nothing challenging about that.
No. And that's the problem with trying to develop movies from video game adaptations is, you want to do something fresh and unique, but you also want to appease the people that played the video game series, which you're not gonna appease both fans. So at some point, you got to bite the bullet and say, hey, we want to tell an original story in this universe, like kind of what they did with the Resident Evil series. They wanted to tell a unique story in the universe. However,
they're already rebooting the movies again
for a third time.
Yeah,
Welcome to Raccoon City wasn't enough.
I hated that movie. It started off so promising.
It really did.
And they're having Zach Krieger, the guy who directed Barbarian, is doing the new Resident Evil movie.
Okay.
And I'm like, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Again, I'm not. I'll see it when it comes out, and hopefully it's good. Just like I was excited for the Until Dawn movie. Ish. I'm like, I like the games. I'll check it out. And the movie was so bad.
How do you cast an Indian actor as Leon Kennedy, and his name in the movie is Leon Kennedy? Like that took me out of it. Nothing against Indian actors.
Indian people can be named anything.
I know that, but that's just anyway.
I talk to a lot of Indian people who give me spam calls, and they call them. They say their name's Steven.
Oh, okay.
I was at work the other
day. I did not know that.
And everyone's got their names on their hard hats, and there was one that said Ethan Winters, and I was like, I really want to go nerd out with this guy. But
yeah, I want to talk to this guy. Yeah.
It'd be even funnier if it wasn't a fan of Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Ethan Winters.
Sorry. Is that your real name?
All right, we're at about 2 hours.
Wow.
Yes. Just so everyone knows.
All right. So, gentlemen, what have we been playing?
Death Stranding 2 and, other things.
Okay.
Mostly Death Stranding 2. I did reach a point where during my exhaustive week of doing the actual job described in the video game, I had to stop for a little while. But how
is that when you play a game that is very much like your job?
It's a little disconcerting. Uh-huh. You kind of have to put yourself out of it.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
And it's literally I'm the best with the pickup offloaders in those games. Mm-hmm. I am the best at it. I'm literally backing into sections, and I'm doing maneuvers and shit, and it feels good. But it's also when I had gout and I couldn't move, I had every incentive to just play this video game all last weekend.
If Death Stranding took place in the suburbs of Milwaukee instead of this gorgeous vistas in a post-destruction Mexico, I would feel differently about it. If I was just backing around in West Dallas and then carrying whatever, that, I don't know. They're related, but also packages. It's Death Stranding is. I'm 5.5 hours in. I just got to chapter 3, and
it's actually pretty quick for a chapter.
Well, chapter 2 is a quick thing.
Oh, it is. Okay, got it.
But right. If you like the first one, you'll like this one. So far, nothing crazy different or challenging has happened. There's more of a focus on combat. Play the VR missions. Otherwise, you'll be confused as shit, and not because they don't explain anything about combat.
There's
VR missions properly explain how to do everything.
Not real VR.
No, it's just Metal Gear Solid VR missions, which I loved those in the PS1. I actually had that. I played that before I played Metal Gear Solid.
Those are fun as hell.
It's the VR missions are pretty critical, though I didn't get into them right away. I was like, I'll figure this out. And eventually you earn so many really cool tools and methods that you can do some wild shit to these bandit encampments. I've done some insane shit. Some of the technology you get later in the game, it's just like, who came up with this and why?
The guy that made Metal Gear Solid came up with
know.
it.
Yeah, literally the guy that came up with it.
I am 37 hours into the game. I've made a lot of roads. You're welcome, by the way. Just, I'm letting you know.
If I got one that said
All colors
Dylan
sand.
Stranding,
Well, it's my...
or if I see one from
My gamer tag-
Daisy Sniffer, like I'll be like, thanks, Snowy.
Sure. I should change my PlayStation username to Daisy Sniffer now. I'm gonna put that in as a maybe thing. A maybe thing I'll do. I may have to pay extra money to do that, but maybe worth it.
You know, this reminds me of when I was playing Inscription, and I actually had like you and Ruby Heart, friends of mine, like you guys showed up and I had to like play against you at one point in the game. And I'm like, this is cool. I'm into that.
Yeah.
And I wish that there would be more of a predilection to select players from your area or your gamer friends. Like, I wish they would push Dylan's ladders onto mine more often.
Oh, you won't see ladders, man. I build roads.
Well, you built a ladder when you started the game. You built ladders before because you had to for the Boca. He needs a ladder at one point, and I'm sure you put a ladder down for him.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
So selfless. So selfless.
It's one of those. Death Stranding 2 is so interesting. Mm-hmm. It's compelling. The story is doled out very slowly in this game in comparison to the first one.
Really?
It is a little more slice of life.
Okay.
There are things that happen, of course, and you meet a wide cast of new characters whom I love. And there's an obvious twist, and it's the easiest thing you're ever going to see. I did write it with a spoiler blackout on Discord just for posterity, but I was immediately just like, oh yeah, that's it. And I haven't gotten to the point where it's revealed yet, and it's been 15 hours. So
Wow.
They're doing something fun with the storytelling. There's the new enemy, and I don't know. I think this game is undeniable. Everything is kind of interesting. The little tasks you can do, delivering feels really good. Earning new tech, finding new ways to do your job better.
Pretty much everything that happened in Death Stranding 1, a lot of that gameplay has
You
carried
basically,
over.
and they give you all those tools very quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they just expand on it. And I like the focus on combat. I've done, like, it's just like, it gives you a little bit more to do. And there's incentive for taking down these camps, making the roads safer.
I could appreciate that because that was always the troubling part about it is like the camps would always repopulate even if you would go through and start wiping people out in the first one.
This happens in this one too, but they're the moment you wipe one out, they're less likely to appear for a while.
Okay. All right.
Because you have like a regen.
Could you imagine if you boot up Death Stranding 2 and then you only play as this character named Raiden the whole time and he gets peed on? I wish Kojima did that again. Could you imagine the balls?
Why is
pretty
he
cool.
here? Come on, man. Why is he here on the main topic notes? Come on.
Besides Death Stranding 2, I have been Mario Kart World.
Yeah.
I have printed out a map of all of the P-switches, and I am going through and getting all of them.
Oh, there you go. Old school method.
Only because all of them that didn't have before and I went and found, it's revealing a new part of the map that I didn't know about, and that's fun.
Yeah.
And I like the gameplay challenges.
Yeah.
It's the least convenient way to find them.
Yes, of course.
I hate it.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm like, I love the map and I love the inventiveness of this creation so much that I am enjoying it. There's also hidden ultra hard like skill challenges, and I've only found 2 of those. And when you find them, those are fucking cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I've also played Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD.
I feel like you're just
Wow,
making
that is
stuff up now.
I was going to say, that sounds like a made up name.
Flying Fairy HD?
I mean, I've heard of the Bravely Default series, but the Flying Fairy.
It's the subtitle from the Japanese. There's actually a plot relevance to it. It's.
I wonder if it deals with a fairy that flies.
That's the thing, though. It doesn't.
Do you guys?
Doesn't?
You guys are never going to play it, right?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so there's a point in the game where there's this fairy companion that you have, and it's basically Final Fantasy. It's a Final Fantasy game. And
Yeah,
there's a
the
certain
original
point-
3 because you have jobs, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
That's why I
there's
really
actually
liked
because the fairy actually talks to you, the player, and there's a point where there's a twist. The fairy's a bad guy. So take the F out of the fairy's name is Airy. So take out the F in flying and the F in fairy.
Lying airy?
No way.
Yeah, that's it.
That's cool.
This blows
That blows my mind. That's so cool.
There's literally a point where there's like a game over screen because you get like wiped. And then she comes to you and she's like, I fucked you up, didn't I? And then literally when it boots back up again, it just says lying airy instead of flying fairy.
No way. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I played it on the 3DS originally, so I knew that from like 2013. But playing this game, it's just probably one of the better classic Final Fantasies. It's just a Final Fantasy game.
Also, Indie Games Month. I played through Pyre.
Yep.
I'll save my thoughts. Played through Iron Meat,
Especially when we get to those episodes.
which will be soon. But that's what I've been up to.
I finally picked up Fear the Spotlight. I've been hearing really good things about Blumhouse Studios. You know, they make a lot of the kind of better horror movies. They started getting into game development. It's a retro, like, first-person survival horror where, like, it's PlayStation 1 era graphics where, like, you're in a high school and you and your friend play a Ouija board, and then obviously things get fucked up in the school. And the enemy is weird because it's literally a kind of like a stalking enemy that has a large spotlight on his head. And you have to like sneak around. It is kind of cool because you have to sneak around and hide from it, because if he catches you, then you're pretty much, dead. Your health is literally your lung capacity. And in order for you to actually heal yourself, you have to use an inhaler.
Oh,
so
I like that.
I haven't need to use that because this is a game genre that I'm very familiar with, so I know how to hide and not push my luck with trying to sneak past the enemy and stuff like that. It's not prevalent most of the time. For the most part, you're actually just solving puzzles.
That's cool.
And there was a section in the game where it's like you have to unlock certain doors around a gymnasium, and you have to mess with a fuse box that has, like, you have to turn things to certain dials. And maybe your electrician brain would hate this puzzle, but like you have to turn some certain amperages up, flick some switches, install some fuses, and then it magically unlocks all these doors and stuff, which you would probably hate.
If they don't get that shit right, it really bothers me.
Yeah,
in the quarry, there's like this flipping switches puzzle. I'm like, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
I hate this. And then I didn't understand how they did it wrong. And then someone died. I'm like, well, fuck them. I don't even care.
Right. But beyond that, especially if you're like dumb with like I thought it was kind of fun to do that. And then you have to go explore different areas to get certain other fuses and whatever. And then you learn more about the lore, because the lore is that there was a fire in the school, probably happened with. There's a lot of heavily bullying connotations and backstories in this game, and you're kind of learning about the events that led up to the fire that happened in the school, and then. Yeah, you got to save your friend who's been kidnapped by a ghost or something like that. But it's really good. It's really, like I said, if you can kind of look past the dated graphics, which, for me, I can look past that fine. The gameplay itself is solid. It's got good acting in it and everything. Spirit of the North 2 I've been playing. I finally beat that. That requires, I think, a little bit more lengthy explanation because there's actually lore in this game. The first game, you're playing as a fox and you're just like running through. It's kind of more like a linear game, where you're running through and like healing the land around you as a fox.
I think I remember seeing about that one.
Yeah, and it was like
I played a bit of that.
Really beautiful scenery, really beautiful music. This game, the second one, they decided to install some lore into it, which is actually really good lore. It's about like warring tribes of like animal tribes. So you have like a wolf tribes, you'll have ram. There's a raccoon tribe that are a bunch of merchants. They're funny. And then there's like, what are the deer things? Stags. Yeah, the stag tribes, whatever. And they all were like attacked by the grizzly bear tribe. And you're trying to heal the land while also trying to heal the enemy tribes as this fox. Because like the fox is a mischievous fox that's just kind of like, kind of trying to be the nice guy amongst all the tribes. So it's basically a big open world, huge open world. And it's almost like too big because sometimes moving from one objective to the other, like my left thumb right here hurts when I play this game because I'm just pulling forward and hitting the L1 button to run, and I'm just sitting there like this for at least a couple minutes trying to get to my objectives.
So it's bad.
It was giving me pain right there, and that's how I know I'm an old gamer.
Sounds like you need to man up.
I know, I do. I was like using my other hand, and I was like, oh, God,
honey, I can't help but my hands.
I can't cook dinner tonight.
It hurts to be stationary.
I was just pushing forward for the last 10 minutes. Otherwise, it's a very gorgeous game, very good looking game. The lore itself. If you find like the little like, not codexes, but you find like little journal entries on what happened before. If that's your sort of thing, Spirit of the North 2 is going to be great. And if you're like big open worlds, this is your game too as well.
I'm just waiting for Donkey Kong, man.
Yeah, same.
I'm holding out.
Not all the characters that we play as in video games are really fun, endearing, and widely, praised.
Why does everyone have a problem with Kingdom Hearts?
I don't get it.
Listen, where do I begin?
Now, are we talking about Sora, Ventus, Aqua, Roxas?
Goofy.
Goofy's cool.
Goofy's okay.
You
Whatever.
don't really play as Goofy, though.
Yeah.
No, you don't. And that's the biggest crime.
Yeah.
If it was called Goofy Hearts,
That'd actually be
I'd
great.
actually play it.
That game might fun.
I'd actually play it. So there's, obviously there's some video game characters that have obvious flaws, which can be endearing in terms of character arcs and building, character development. However, there's some characters out there that are just goddamn insufferable that you just can't find a redeeming quality in.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes it makes you drop the game.
sometimes it really does. Or sometimes you think you play the whole game, like one game in particular, you play the whole game thinking there's got to be a redeeming character arc in this game for this particular character, and there isn't. And you beat the game, and you wasted 20 hours trying to beat this game. I'm talking about Frey from Forspoken, and I know that was probably the top.
I
name.
watched a playthrough of part of that, and it just looked boring as sin.
The gameplay itself was fun, which was the endearing part of it. However, the character Frey is like this kind of bratty little like early 20-year-old girl from New York, and it's like, granted, yeah, she's a product of the Gen Z generation, so she kind of can be a little bit insufferable, but you would think
You
being
are such an old fuck.
I know I am, because now it's like I'm sitting here like these goddamn kids. But
We're not that far away from them.
I know we're not, honestly. I mean, I'm saying words like, oh, that's fire and that's lit all the time.
I think those are like outdated.
Yeah,
I think you got to
they are.
update your little dictionary.
You've been
Yeah.
Fortnite dancing since you got in this room, Stoy.
Is this how you do it right here? This is how you do it? I don't know how to do it.
Sometimes I just do it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sometimes I'm like, guys, it's like Fortnite, right?
And
Riz.
she,
Skibbity, Ohio, my brother.
I finally learned what Ohio meant actually the other day. So
It's a state.
Frey,
Cleveland rocks.
Frey's character is like,
very
obviously she's supposed to be like a naive teenager set in this huge fantasy world, and you think she would come to terms with her responsibility that she's been given in this game, and she really hasn't, and she treats other people around her like shit. And she's, I think, just even like her writing and her dialogue is very, I don't know.
Bad?
Good writing
Oh.
can make a bad character likable.
True.
And none of this works. Like, I understand she's a product of her.
Kratos in the original God of War games.
Hated playing
Same
as him.
thing. Same thing.
Horrible character, but the writing, I'm like, I like the story enough to where it's manageable.
I just didn't.
But and Thomas's comment from Reddit.
I found this one on Reddit and I thought it
Yeah.
was interesting about Kratos. I didn't want to cut you off on Frey though.
No, but that's all I wanted to say about Frey, because I think in general, like her character arc was good because her character arc was fine because obviously, she was developing these powers and she kind of like realized what responsibility she has in their wider lore. But I think her dialogue was just so cringy that it's like, I don't care about you really. And I don't care that you're just not accepting of, I don't know. It's complicated.
Okay, so
let's talk.
So why did you spend 20 hours on it?
Honestly, the gameplay was pretty fun. Like
Okay.
the traversal in the world was fun. I thought the enemy combat was fun. And sometimes I play these games like for example, the Saints Row reboot.
Right.
The characters in that game were so unlikable, so insufferable to the point where it's like these are mass murderers and they look like a bunch of millennial kids that are coming out of a liberal arts college. You know, where they're just like, you guys are committing mass murder on a grand scale.
You know, technically I did that.
Yeah. Well,
I don't look the part.
Everybody has a mass murder phase in their life, especially in their 20s.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like Saints Row was all about like badass gang busting. You know, this one was like a bunch of early 20-year-olds that, you know, talk about their feelings in an apartment while grilling French toast. Literally.
Is that what happens?
That's what happens in the
Why
game.
did you play that too?
I don't know, man.
You got problems.
I got problems.
Still,
Yeah.
there are different games to play.
I know there is, but like I was such a big Saints Row fan.
This is what
that
happens.
I was
This is
like,
what happens when you
there
delete
has to
Game
be-
Pass. You
there
lose a
has
lot of
to-
games.
I know there has to be some sort of redeeming quality in this game, and there really wasn't.
You are delusional.
I really am. This is a problem.
I'm starting to see a real picture.
You know, it hit me hard after I beat Suicide Squad, and I think I remember saying that live in front of you guys. You guys looked at me like, "Are you? What the hell?"
We didn't even fucking touch that game when it was free.
I know, no kidding. And
Something
I'm like,
we didn't talk about. Fuck, it's not related, but in the news, like leaked images of the Arkham Knight sequel have been like leaked, and it would have been like a Batman Beyond with old Bruce, and then there'd have been a Damian Wayne, and instead they pivoted over to Suicide Squad.
what?
Nice.
Sorry, I got
That's fine.
sidetracked.
That's fine. I
crinkled
just want a
paper.
Batman. I just want a Batman Beyond game. That's it.
When-
So anyway, far beyond what's why I just can't stop playing bad games. God of War, Kratos.
He was insufferable even when I was a little Mountain Dew drinking high schooler.
Yeah, when I was
Yeah.
15, I was still like, this fucking blows.
So angry.
I also thought he looked dumb.
He
And
has
he
the
just-
same energy of the people that walk around with their shirts on at Summerfest.
Yeah.
I'm like, no one wants to do this.
I was like, what's this edgelord Devil May Cry wannabe? And it wasn't like, because comparing it to Devil May Cry is such a joke. Those games rule, except for 2. But
We could forget about that one.
I don't think it exists.
Yeah.
But
Dylan did cry.
Dylan did cry too.
Dylan did not finish Devil May Cry 2.
Dylan did
That
not
same
finish.
thing. Yeah.
But 3 is excellent. 1 is very good for what it was. And 5 is amazing.
Oh God. Yeah.
Devil May 5.
Devil May
Cry
Cry 5.
Cry 5.
4 is good. I even liked the remake. I liked DMC. So
I like DMC too.
I think it's controversial, but I think it had some of the best character action the series has ever had.
Yeah.
And clearly influenced fucking Devil May Cry 5.
Oh yeah.
So you're saying, but what you're saying? You don't like Dante?
I love Dante.
Oh, why are we talking about Devil May Cry?
I think we were talking about correlations between God of War and Devil May Cry. at the
okay.
time, 'cause they both
Character
came out
action
yeah.
games.
Okay.
I just think that God of War is too just hack and slash. It really bored the shit out of me.
The gameplay was what it was, but that's not
The third game
But the issue
has
was
interesting
The
shit.
issue was
Yeah.
Kratos.
Yeah.
And I hated his anger. I hated that like he agreed to be this horrible person, and then it's like you sleep in the bed you make. And he was surprised about it. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I didn't feel sorry for his plight at all. Like, he murders his own family in a fit of rage, but it's like, yeah, you kind of brought that on yourself. You made a deal with the God of War,
Yeah.
for crying out loud, for unlimited power, and then now you're just like, I was wronged by my dad.
he's kind of got real Karen energy.
Yeah, he really does.
He's a dad who beats his kids. Like,
Yeah.
it's like even before he got
And then he
the
blames
powers,
his daddy issues with it. Yeah.
It's
Now,
just like,
2018 Kratos is a different character, and I appreciate.
I still find him fucking boring.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But I don't know. I can appreciate that character a lot more than just angry guy who spins thumbsticks and just does that. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I definitely I didn't find myself compelled in the newer God of Wars either. I just don't really like playing as Kratos. I'm like, yeah, man, you are an awful hypocrite about fucking everything.
I saw a redeeming arc with him in Ragnarok because I think he finally saw the cycle that he was perpetuating with his own rage and his own, character flaws. And I think we finally start to see him.
His kid started drinking Mountain Dew.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And he
getting
was
angry.
like, shit, is that what I look like for like 120 years of my life?
Don't look up my Facebook pictures from these years, please. A character that I absolutely hate, playing as is also the main character of my favorite Final Fantasy game, Vaughn from FF12.
Oh boy.
I fucking hate
Why
Vaughn.
was he the main character? I think we talked about this during the 12.
Because they wanted a little Aladdin boy.
'Cause
They didn't think
because-
that Ashley could
I'm Captain
handle
Von
it.
Well, because it's supposed to be it's supposed to be Bosch and is it Ashley? No.
I might be thinking
Princess
Shelley,
Ash.
a Shelley.
I'm thinking-
Ash, yeah.
Yeah.
I might be thinking of the main character from Vagrant Story.
No,
His
but
name is
yes.
Ashley.
Yes. Ash and Bosch were supposed to be the main characters. Awesome characters. A princess fighting to retain her kingdom and to avenge her father. And Bosch, the twin brother, like badass older general, 36, I think.
Yeah.
Older general. And
Our age. Great.
you're supposed to like in Balthier, they have all of these beautifully written, fun characters, and then you have Penelo and Vaughn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And R2D2 has more character than these fucks. Vaughn has a tiny little vest, and that's his character.
Yeah, it's true.
And
Yeah.
you have Balthier next to him.
But he's got dreams of becoming a sky pirate.
He wants to be a sky pilot.
It's like Luke Skywalker energy from A New Hope if he never had developed, which is just like, I want to go get some power converters.
Yeah.
And
I
my-
used to shoot wombats that size back in my planet Tatooine.
You have to take me along. I'm the little brother, and you have to take care of me. Mom
we
said
went
so.
we went to the drive-in theater to watch A New Hope the other day, and
Which drive-in theater?
Milky Way. It's really cool.
Is that the one in Lake Mills?
It's like Franklin. It's close.
What?
Yep, it's close. They're playing Goonies and Indiana Jones yesterday, actually, I think.
What?
But
Anyway.
yeah, Luke has known an old man for fucking 2 days, and then he dies, and he's like so sad. And Princess Leia just watched her whole planet get blown up, and she's like, "It's okay, buddy." I'm like, "How dare you try and look sad in front of her right now? She just
right.
lost her planet."
Jesus
well, if
Christ.
you've seen the Obi-Wan TV show, she should have been a little bit more sad.
But Vaughn, he is got almost no character development. He is a kid who wants to be a pirate, and that's about it. He learns a little bit about his family, but to me, his character arc is a nothing burger compared to everyone else. And Bosch should have been the main character, and everyone still wants to be Balthier. That's how, in my mind, or Ash.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
But I hated playing as Vaughn. I hate looking as Vaughn. The moment you can not be Vaughn, I immediately switch over. The problem is in cities, you still have to see that fucking little vest. And it's like if my parents bought me something from Oshkosh Bagosh, I quit wearing it when I grow out of it.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know.
It's
You're
not
wearing
covering
overalls
anything.
right now.
But they fit.
Not really. They're really tight on
Okay,
you.
they're a little tight in the
Yeah, but they're not like just halfway up here like
What
this.
butt?
Yeah.
What
kidding.
a butt. Yeah, and Vaughn is a butt.
Vaughn is a butt. I'm thinking myself, and I believe I saw it on this little listy thing we have.
I'm curious
In general,
where
I
you're
want to approach something.
going. Okay.
In the early 2000s, there were so many character platformers.
Uh-oh.
And there's one that stands out to me because I rented this because
Uh-oh.
I thought it was really interesting. His name is Vex,
Oh.
and he was a bat guy.
Okay.
And that game fucking sucked. Or, better yet, do you guys remember Dr. Muto?
I remember Dr. Muto.
Bad game.
Yes.
Then we had, what's that one? Stubbs the Zombie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a like quarrel with all shitty platform mascots from the early 2000s.
Yes.
That was a phase. That was not a fun phase, but
Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg.
yeah.
I actually appreciate his design a little bit.
Honestly, that game was not
Basically
bad,
anything
but
Gex was in.
Gex.
Gex
oh.
was. I can't stand listening to any of his little corpse.
Here's Vex.
Oh, that's Vex, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like a bat guy.
And I hate his design. I'm angry looking at him.
There's also a game called Haven. Can you look up Haven?
Haven Call of the King. I actually have it.
Oh,
It's
I heard
It's a-
he's got red cornrows,
he's got red cornrows.
and that's all we need to know.
That's all we need to know. And
Someone
so many
saw
of
that
these-
design and they're like, "You son of a bitch!" I'm in."
edgy enough.
At a certain point, Game Informer was like, "Hey." They had like an open letter and it said, "Can we do enough of these? Enough."
It was just a picture
Stop
of
it.
Kratos and it says, "Do better."
Yeah.
Or Sphinx in the
Sphinx
Mummy's
God.
Curse. That game isn't bad, but it's also not like a good video
The
game.
thing is, they were throwing so many ideas just to see what would stick.
Games are easier to make.
Croc.
Yeah, Croc.
Okay,
Which
what are we
we
going to
love.
call this Croc? Croc. What is he going to do?
Find
Nothing
the
interesting.
No,
Crocodile
he finds
things.
the gobos.
Yeah.
He's going to save little gobos.
Those are out. That game is out now. That remaster is out.
And then a character that I
Without
like.
a whisper.
A character I love playing as and I thought was cool that now I look back and I feel like I was Kratos is Gex.
Gex.
At the time, I'm like, oh, he's so cool. Like, he makes references to movies.
Yeah.
Voiced by Dana Gould.
Yeah. It's tail time.
It's tail time.
That's like a hot tub party at Rodney Dangerfield's. It's like, what does this mean? What are you talking about?
He knows things.
Yeah,
this
right.
guy. I had Gex for the Game Boy Color, so I had no understanding of how bad Gex was.
I 100%ed Enter the Gecko.
You could buy physical
Gex 2.
copies of the
Yeah.
Gex trilogy because they just remastered the Gex trilogy just recently.
It comes with an inflatable Gex.
Yes, it does.
The cover for Gex 2 Enter the Gecko.
There's no holes.
Austin Powers parody.
Yeah.
from the
Which
spy
is-
of the Spy Who Shagged.
Should have been a 007 parody, but I think at the time everyone correlated it to Austin Powers.
You know what game I want actually a sequel to is Conquer. With like
Bad Fur
modern,
Day.
make a Bad Fur Day 2 and have it be a commentary on shitty sequels and the tiredness of the industry. I could, but those creators are all just quitting from Xbox layoffs.
Yeah,
so.
I don't. Okay. Ugh.
Yeah,
Bad
Conquer
Fur Day was
actually,
that was good.
that's a cool protagonist.
Yeah, it really was.
You're right though. And who could forget Bubsy?
Yeah.
Bubsy.
Bubs, the most recent Bubsy was awful.
If you have a Super Nintendo,
played it.
I only played 10 minutes of it.
Tyler
I didn't
had-
play it all the way through.
Tyler had to play a bunch of it at your party you had
Yes,
that one
the
time.
hour, yeah. The hour.
Where you had to get a prize, you had to play a certain game for like an hour,
And
you
it was
drew out
bad
of a
games.
bowl.
Yeah.
What's it? Bubsy and the Martians attack or something like that?
Bubsy and the Woolies Strikes Back.
See,
Yeah,
but
okay.
it was horribly flawed because I drew 50 Cent Blood in the Sand, and I actually just had an amazing time
Yeah.
for an hour, and
Yeah.
I
It's
got
Good cover shooter.
Yeah.
It's a really good game.
It's a good Gears of
yeah,
War.
but Tyler's
clone.
playing Bubsy. He was so upset the whole time.
Yeah.
That is funny.
So
I
my
felt-
buddy had Bubsy for the Super Nintendo or Sega, whatever it was.
I think it was Super Nintendo, yeah.
And for me to play a game that I'm ready to play bullshit, I'm a young little
Yeah,
shithead. And Bubsy has a stupid t-shirt with just an exclamation point, like that's character design. And I played even the first level for 5 minutes. I'm like, I don't know if I want to play video games anymore.
I just really want a T-shirt that is just an exclamation point, and then it's like, "Here I am, guys."
Yeah.
Guess what? Look,
in-
I've got the attitude of Bubsy.
You're in the Bubsy
snark
phase.
of Gex. I'm a little bit vexed when I'm angry. Though.
Ooh, you grow up
But
bad
you have
ears.
the brain of Dr. Muto.
Yeah.
I'm a genius.
Man.
It's like I just remember the swath of these games coming out, and my little edgelord brain, especially around then, because I was just an angry like middle schooler, early 2000s, and I was just like, "This one's got to hit right.
Yeah, right.
This one's got to do it." And you started playing the games, and you're like, "Oh no, these all suck."
yeah.
Pretty much any character that's got like that bullshit tough guyness too.
Yeah.
But in a cartoony with a cartoony look.
Well, I think if I were to
Shadow
play
the Hedgehog.
I think if I were to play Gears of War again, I wouldn't like Marcus Phoenix.
No, you wouldn't.
I would want like can we get like a razor? Can we just shave off his little soul patch thing?
Well, that was a thing back then. That was a thing.
It was huge.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, you got to remember these video games are products of their time. Products of their time. So The Last of Us 2 is a pretty divisive topic, as we all know, and it's divisive between the two characters in the game, Abby and Ellie.
Now, the discourse around this is that either everyone didn't want to play as a female,
Yeah.
or people didn't like having to be a bad guy on either side.
Yes. Because
I think it's super interesting.
you could argue that both of these characters are the villains.
They are.
And they are 100%. However,
Rashomon.
who's the worst villain out of all of them?
Well, here's the truth. I stopped playing The Last of Us 2 because I got really sad killing dogs.
Yeah.
I have a dog, and when I see an owner weeping over a dog I just killed, and they're really upset about it, it kind of doesn't work for me anymore. The older I get, the more I'm like, did you have to program that part into it?
That's the point.
I know what
That's
the
the
fucking
whole
point
that's
is.
the whole goddamn point, Dylan.
So I stopped playing. It's
That's good.
fine.
Yeah.
That's good.
Like
They really,
I saw no more
tried.
need.
They really tried to push the push that kind of like sensitive topic of like not an Uncharted where like, you know, Nathan Drake is like a mass murderer on a grand scale and shows no consequence to everything that he does.
Right.
You know, and then whereas like this was the polar opposite where you felt every death almost. Like every death had a name. Like, oh, they killed John. Oh no.
In a world where there are so few people anyway.
Yeah.
It's also like
every death
like,
meant something.
So I've gotten to the point in my life where thinking about war in general, I'm just like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's really dumb. Can we just not really try to solve anything? Can we just not kill human beings?
If it wasn't for World War II, like that one, like that's a good reason.
War.
That's a reason to go to war.
Good war.
That's a good reason to.
Everything else afterwards is like,
But like you hear about the reasons for World War I, and you're like, why?
It's a lot of
that was a land
aristocrats
grab.
leveraging
that was
their
a land
power.
grab.
It's,
thing, yeah.
it's also countries just getting restless. Like we should do something. We should send some people into the fucking meat grinder.
And then they invented fucking tanks and mustard gas.
Now, I haven't played The Last of Us games. I think anytime a creator does something really controversial and aggressive like this, I think it's a cool thing.
I really do too.
Metal Gear Solid 2, when they take Snake away from you, you play as Raiden, I'm like, this is so fun. Like, I love a creator
like
that's
being
willing to just antagonize their audience so hard. And you've been playing The Last of Us, and Joel, he's killing
He's
a
not a
lot
good guy.
of people.
He really is. He's not a good guy. Yeah.
And
especially at the end of the first game, I mean, you know, you could argue one point over the other. Like, was it justified what he did? You know, and it depends on what type of person you are. If you know, I would say most people say he was justified, but his methods were definitely not.
Illustrating that things aren't black and white, I think is cool.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I thought The Last of Us Part 1 ended, and I'm like, okay, now they'll make something fucking else. Because I think 2 is, while it's a great video game, and I believe it's very well written, and it's a good video game, I can't slight it, because I actually think it plays a lot better than the first one.
Sure does.
At the same time, I thought that ending was so pitch perfect, and I did not need to see comeuppance happen. I get the need for a sequel, but there are times in that sequel where I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, what? It's cool that you made this, but I could have ended it right at the end of the first one. I think they did. I think they blew their load.
Well, especially in the second one, when there was a point where Ellie and Abby had their matchup, and it was like they could have ended it there. While it would have been unsatisfying for both parties, they could have ended it there. And then, you know, the reason why I thought Ellie was insufferable at the time is that she just wouldn't let it go.
Yeah,
and she was so influenced by other people that she also
wasn't a big fan of Joel.
Exactly. And she had a point in her life at that time where she was happy, she was content, she was like ready to move on. And then she just became consumed and abandoned everything good in her life to go after this other task. And it was like, you know, you're staring at something, a good part of your life now, or, you know, your partner at the time was like telling you like, let it go. You have a family now.
Right.
And it's like, she's like, no, I got to do this thing one more time. And it's like,
it's easy for us to feel these things outside of the story, but I've never experienced a profound loss like that.
Exactly.
And I don't know, that's the character.
Yeah, exactly. But I think at some point you have to really like, I mean, I don't have that experience. And obviously this is a very sensationalized world that they all live in and stuff. But I just didn't like the way she was used, and that the way she was she bought into it.
I also have never worn semi-lederhosen and been a professional blitzball player for the Xanark and Dabes. I can't relate.
Why was Titus a main character?
I have never related to Titus.
His name is Titus.
Is it Titus?
Yeah.
Titus was a TV show.
Okay.
Titus Andromedus.
I remember even back then when I was very easy to please with anything. I looked at Titus, I'm like, do we have to?
It's a little strange, and considering, spoiler alert, that he is literally a dream made up by the city that was destroyed.
He was a real person.
Wild twist.
He was. But he's like
the
memory of that real person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I wonder, was the real Titus such a fucking asshole too?
With daddy issues? It seems like all these characters have daddy issues.
He's like, come on, guys. It's so of its era.
I play for the Xanarkin Abes.
Yeah, I'm tired of just whiny little characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Raiden is a bit that.
No, Raiden's just cool. Fuck it. I love Raiden.
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance? Come on,
That
guys.
fucking rules.
I hated Tidus almost every step of the way. When you make the racist fucking there's something about Mary hairstyle dude more appealing, your main character has issues.
Yeah, they have a huge cipher problem in a lot of Final Fantasies. They're less concerned with telling a story about characters and more of like, you're a disaffected teen, right? And this is kind of who you think you would want to be.
It's always like they write these great characters and they're like, all right, and who are you playing as? Dummy teenager.
Yeah. Ugh.
It's like you have all these cool characters. You give me dummy teenager?
Yeah.
I don't want to play as dummy teenager.
Not again. At least like I love Zidane. I mean, Zidane had a character. And
Yeah.
he was a rascal. He had humor. But otherwise, like they're pouty, dummy teenagers. Cloud, Squall.
One could say that about Squall. Final Fantasy VIII is one of my favorite Final Fantasies, but damn, can he be insufferable sometimes?
I'll be back in 2 hours. Let you guys talk about
Oh, the Lionheart. I like it.
The Griever.
Yeah. Lionheart was what's his name? Cypher's.
this.
Cypher. Can I explain why I don't like Aloy in Horizon?
You're welcome to. I like Aloy.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get
So-
the internet mad at me.
My problem with Aloy in the second one was
She's
that
not hot enough.
yeah, she had facial hair. Women don't have facial hair. Come on.
That's what I heard. I've never had sex.
Aloy had a really good. I've never been close to a woman, so I don't know if that's true or not. Aloy in the first game obviously had this responsibility that she discovered at the end, where she's like, okay, now I'm kind of like, she has to take on this role. It's like I'm the savior of the world now.
She's Neo.
And in the second game, she becomes so insufferable to the point where she's like antagonistic toward other people that need her help. Like every quest that you take, she rolls her eyes. She's like, fine, I guess I'll help you. It's like, you don't have to be that way. And then also
She's very stressed out. She knows that
Yeah.
there are basically humans who were once aliens.
Yeah, and
Coming their way.
There's also these like entourages of people that are close to her that like we want to help you because we understand that taking on and saving the world by yourself is an almost impossible, daunting task. And she turns people away at every step of the way throughout the game. And it's like the first like 3/4 of the game, I was like,
She doesn't want them to get hurt.
I know, but that's it, it's
Cloying.
yeah, but because it's like accept the help, like stop turning people away, because at some point some of these people will be like, okay, all right, you're on your own. And then
Well, you got to the end of the game though,
yes,
right?
And and that's why I was like, she was insufferable for the first 3/4 of the game, because it's like you're turning away all these people that are trying to help you for this selfish reasoning of like, I just don't want you to get hurt because I don't want to lose you. And it's a very selfish thing. Whereas like these people are like willingly offering you your help, regardless of the consequences, which as we find out in the game, I'm going to avoid spoilers.
Well,
but
this comes down to like a pretty classic trope of like the savior character where they refuse to let other people help, and that was like a big part of Neo's arc as well.
Yeah,
like, you
exactly.
need to learn to accept help as well.
You can't save the world yourself, and that's I don't like characters that are that way. And in the last quarter of the game, I will give her, because she does come around and she does say, you're right. I think she has this kind of like redeeming part of her arc where she's like, she has this revelation.
She also meets another one of her genetic matches from, because she's a clone.
Yes.
Aloy's a clone. Mm-hmm. And she meets another clone that actually left on the ship that originally evacuated Earth. And now there are like these immortal beings.
I just realized how much I don't fucking know about these games.
Yeah,
I
this
beat
was
the first
thing.
one.
Yeah,
and so
Trinity. She met Trinity from Matrix.
And then the dude from The Wire was there.
Yeah,
there's a lot of fucking people in that game.
Yeah.
I like Forbidden West quite a bit. And I kind of, I think the story in that is just kind of blah anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's mostly about me hunting robot dinosaurs. Mm-hmm. Let's be clear. Though I did like her character, and I think she was just kind of tired of people's shit. She's like, hell hath no fury, like a woman scorned. She really is just like, listen, I know what's coming, and you guys are being stupid. And I don't mind her being that way, because I understood it. It's like the sky is literally about to fall on us. Mm. And you have no clue. They're way more powerful than we are, and they have technology that we cannot beat.
Yeah, and that's the hard part about her is that she knows that on a first-hand basis, and I would say the majority, if not all the people that she encounters, have no concept of it. So how do you explain the world is ending to a farmer that's just trying to cultivate its crops and finding out that the land is soiled?
And you can't even explain how tariffs work to a farmer.
Yeah, right. Yeah, how are you going to explain that we got this robot apocalypse happening that's going to like completely terraform the planet and destroy us all? Like,
Mary Jane Watson in Spider-Man 2?
Boring.
Yeah, that it just seemed unrealistic.
Boring.
Desmond Miles in Assassin's Creeds 1 through 3?
I didn't hate that because I was invested at the lore at one point.
And technically, you're playing as Desmond the entirety of all those games. You're Desmond as those characters. I don't know. I found it very off-putting to be taken out of the story I wanted to experience.
Yeah.
They got a lot better at integrating the modern telling. Like I haven't played fucking Viking yet.
Oh, Valhalla.
But Odyssey and Origins, the way that they are now weaving the modern story into it, I find so much more interesting. And I think that they even realize with Desmond, they're like, oh, well, just don't talk about him anymore. We'll deal with him later. We'll wait 15 years.
They do bring him up quite a bit in the later games.
But even then, they're like, we're not going to... They're just kind of like... brush it away. Yeah.
I always find characters like this. I think this was my problem with Sam Bridges in the first one, where it's like you have a character that starts the story was like, I don't want this. I don't want any of this. What's it? Jensen from Deus Ex Human Revolution, where it's like the guys, characters in the story say, I don't want this. I don't want any of this. I don't want to do anything. I just want to just live my life and not have to do this. And all of a sudden, 5 minutes later, does the thing. And it's like, you're going through the game like with this like grumpy protagonist that's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want any of this. I don't care about this.
You're talking about Sam Porter Bridges.
Yes.
Now,
because the opening of Death Stranding, he was like ardent. He's like, I don't want to do any of this shit. You guys can go pound rocks.
But when you're given the task, you need to take your mother's dead body to get rid of it.
That'll change you. Yes.
He's got a lot of emotional reasons to not want to and also to be forced to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wind up really... I don't know how I sympathize with this character so much. It's like, fuck. That whole... How I even relate to emotions in that game, but somehow Death Stranding is one of the most emotional games I've ever played.
I fucking understand this guy. And, like, I have since, like, the moment... He's one of those people who is a workhorse because what else am I going to do otherwise?
Yeah, he gets task-oriented.
But he's like, if I don't do this, then what? I have nothing else going on. I could just keep doing this till the day I fucking die. And he's like, if I'm the only person for this job, I might as well fucking take it because whatever.
I'm curious what happens next in the game. I've gotten to a unique spot, and
I know where you are.
At this point, I think anything other than charging forward with the most important things, like I don't think I'll do side content for a while because I can't imagine anything being more important than my current.
I think you'll be surprised at how they dole it out.
Yeah, but that's a protagonist I love being.
I love Sam Porter Bridges.
And I'm like, ooh, I'm going to put his hat on backwards.
This definitely is fun in the minority here. I mean, I'm finding struggles with sympathizing with him. I know I haven't beaten Death Stranding 1. My opinion may change when I get closer to the end. However, I think that was my initial instinct with him is like, this guy just doesn't want to do anything. He doesn't want to be part of this story. And I know he probably will have a redeeming arc at some point, maybe in the game.
So the way I like to describe what Death Stranding is it's blue collar sci-fi.
Yeah.
And one of the cool things about Sam Porter Bridges is that he has like a special power, but not really at the same time. And he's kind of like a very uniquely weak Dooms sufferer.
Yeah.
As per the story. And what's the most interesting thing about him is that he is kind of a pivot point of a lot of other characters, and it all makes sense. And even when shit is going weird around him, he is someone who's kind of so lost in what the hell he's doing because he's so task oriented that he's just like, I would describe Death Stranding 2 as Sam reacting to crazy shit happening around him. Because he doesn't do a lot of it.
But a lot of it happens to him, though.
A lot of it happens to him. And he's you're supposed to sympathize with his relative, like, okay, now this is happening. Because have you ever been at a place where shit's kind of going wrong in your life, and eventually you're like, all right, I'll strap in for the ride and we'll buckle down and do this?
Yeah.
He's just been doing that. And obviously there's a point of breaking. You've seen the point of breaking in the game because you're on episode 3.
I hate Sora.
I hate Sora.
I hate his big shoes. I hate his screaming for Kairi and Riku. I don't know why I play Kingdom Hearts.
Nathan Drake in Uncharted 4 is very insufferable. I think the lack of respect he has for his own wife is what drives me nuts. That I think if he'd have had an honest conversation with her in the beginning of the game,
None of that
shit would have happened. That breaking point where it's like, what's worse, being honest with your wife in the beginning of the game and telling her what you need to do versus her finding out the hard way and basically risking your marriage, your family life over your greed and your selfishness.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, I had so much respect for Elena because she could have just very well walked away. And she had every reason to do that at the end.
Right.
And I thought she's a more powerful character she showed she was a more powerful character and the better person in that sense than Nathan at the time. So
I have one pivotal one. Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta 3.
Yeah.
We love playing as Bayonetta.
Oh, do you remember the Discord between her and the voice actors? Bam.
Dylan feels about Bayonetta like you feel about Daisy.
Yeah.
I am in love with Bayonetta.
I think I remember you said that. before.
Those leathery thighs.
Those
So
leathery, hairy
in-
thighs.
There is a point in the game where you take control of another character.
Mm-hmm.
And she is
It's Bayonetta.
Bayonetta's daughter from the future.
Okay.
But you don't know this right away.
Video games are silly.
And she,
Yeah, it's so weird.
she has the worst fucking design I've ever seen.
But everyone cringes at the way that their children dress up, you know?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
And
These
she
damn
has
kids.
she has her one demon instead of Bayonetta's multiple, and that demon is Cheshire. He's a big cat.
Okay.
And
Saw that one coming.
Oh,
in Bayonetta Origins, it's all about the first time Bayonetta meets Cheshire.
Shesha.
And you play as this woman, and it just doesn't feel good to play as her, especially when Bayonetta has like these crazy like outfit transformations, and it's awesome to get around the world, and it feels really good, and the action just rocks your fucking socks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have like these kaiju battle type like moves that you can do, and then you're playing as just this multicolor hair, kind of lesbian coded, which I have no issue with, but like she's a very uninteresting character.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of whiny and she has like a mission, but it's I hated her so much, and I'm like, can I get back to playing as my lady?
So what I'm picking up is that we all hate playing as immature, whiny characters.
That's
I'm going to say
basically
that
it.
100%.
That's a
yeah.
blanket statement that I think covers
Yeah.
not every protagonist we hate, but
It
we
doesn't
hate
make
all
me care about your plight.
We hate all whiny, immature characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want a character arc. So, like I said, in Horizon Forbidden West, there was a character arc where it made me kind of care about you in the end. But I, at the very least, need to see some sort of change in your character responding to the overall world around you. And I think, like I said, that's what every character needs in any game.
Oh, they got
for
one more of
Tidus.
those.
For Tidus,
For Tidus, I don't care so much that he whines, and I
Yeah.
don't care a lot of what I care about is a stupid fucking design.
Yeah.
That because he has a fine character arc and he has real regrets and like he has a journey, and I like his journey and most of his writing.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking just looking at him makes me so angry.
Makes you sick.
And even that was I think just poor directorial decision.
yeah, for sure. I mean, it had a good message.
The
behind
character
it, but-
I think was well written. It's just the fucking look on him because when he
Yeah.
realizes that he's been like, "Hey, come on, he's trying to be cheery and excited, and they don't realize that it's a death march for one of their beloved characters.
Yeah.
And when he realizes that, he's like, "Nobody told me this." Like, there's a lot of good Tidus moments, and it's just his fucking design. My God,
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I hate Nomura protagonists in general.
Yeah, it's really rough to like them, especially with all those zippers.
Yeah. And all the leather.
To make Donald Duck look stupid is not easy.
Yeah.
They do a good job.
Yep, they as much as they can.
I have a beret.
That's my Donald Duck.
Are we wrapping things up here?
Let's wrap it up.
Okay, cool. Well, we do want to thank you for listening to this episode. It's a long episode, but hopefully you listened to you made it to the end here. So we do want to thank our Patreon executive producers: Brian Ward, Brian Kristinik, Kip Kipper, Phil Wright, Jordan Hoff, Kelly Gutowski, Bryant Ross, Phil just Red Bear. Phil, thanks, Tyler. I assume that has a message. It's a meaning. But
at this point, it's been going on for so long, we don't know why we do it anymore. It's like saying a special prayer from generations ago.
Right, of course. Justin Melly, Just Sonic, Horny Jim, Spetsnaz, and Ejot. Ejot's a new one, right?
Yeah.
Is that a new one? No. Welcome to the Patreon Executive Producers Board. Don't forget to give us your suggestions on what you want us to talk about next.
Like, review, subscribe.
And if you want access to a bunch of
Smash
bonus
that like
episodes of Raw Dogs, Elden Dogs, Popcorn Dogs, access to our Discord, access to our after shows, check out patreon.com/hairofthedogcast for there's a free trial. We recommend that. Check it out.
Come to the Discord. There's a lot of good Daisy content on there.
So much Daisy content.
So much Daisy content.
It's called Daisy posting there.
Yeah.
Gooning
Gooning for Daisy.
for Daisy.
Yeah.
Gooning Miss Daisy.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys. We're going to end on that one.